Hello and welcome to the 90-Minute Fever Twitch stream. I'm Steve, manager of Strictly Butterside Up in the Twilight FA. And I'm joined as ever by Con, manager of Athens Owls, and by Nick, who is the lead developer of 90-Minute Fever. In today's Twitch stream, as usual, we will be taking in the 90-Minute Fever World Cup. So, for those unaware, the qualifying stages are all done and dusted, and this is finals night. So, by the end of the night, we'll hopefully have crowned a new champion. So just give a few people, as usual, we're a couple of minutes behind, but only 4 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad for us. Con, how's it going? You good?
Yeah, all good. Thank you. Yeah, it's yet another exciting World Cup because we've got all the big guns. We've got last season's winner, Gabriel, who won it with Germany, if I remember well. It was Germany versus Northern Ireland, the big final, and that was Gabriel versus Rico. Was it Rico? Yes,
I think it was Rico last time. Yeah. So he's back again as well, Rico. So he'll be looking to go one better. I don't know if he's logged in yet, but he got a decent side again, I think, if I remember. So
yeah, it's quite a challenge for Gabriel this time because he's got the States. He took the USA. Which in real football, they're struggling. But in 90MF, they're doing quite well. I think last time, was in November, they reached the semis. I can't remember.
Yeah, they've done really well a couple of times, I think. So it'd be interesting to see how he can do with them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll talk to Nick a little bit later, but let's get in and join some matches. We can see a couple have started up already. And as we were talking about the United States, let's get straight in there, shall we?
Sure.
Brazil versus United States. So, let's see. Brazil manager doesn't look like he's there at the moment, but Gabriel is. So, let's see.
Priyan.
Priyan. Yes. So, hopefully he'll be long at some point. But United States got their nose in front, and Gabriel's doing what you'd expect Gabriel to do.
Wow. Oh.
5 at the back. He's got his nose in front really early, actually. Look at that. How do we say that? Kresiuski?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't know.
But Brazil have got a lot of firepower. It'll be difficult to keep them out for 90 minutes. But United States, Simon Brennan is a previous United States manager. Who you got today, Simon? Can see him in the chat already. Let's see if he hopefully he's listening.
I think he's got Turkey, huh? Yeah, he's got Turkey.
So it'll be interesting to see how he does with those. He likes the underdogs, Simon. I can see. So Gabriel's looking to defend his title, but he's definitely going to have to work hard for it with the United States. But results like this, he'll be right in the mix, won't he?
I mean, if you can beat Brazil, then what else do you need, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, Gabriel's saying an imposter scored. We had one a couple of months ago that just sounded like he should not be from there, didn't it? I can't remember. Was it a French team? Was it the French team? There was a really completely different sounding player in. We were sure there was some kind of imposter in there. So yeah, first game of the stream. Let's see if Gabriel can hold on to this one, because this is going to be a big 3 points. We'll just to explain the format of the show. We'll take a look at how the qualifying stages went. Have a quick look at. It's 1-1. Oh dear! Come on, Gabriel. The point's not a bad result against Brazil. If you can nick it, though, that would set up this group very nicely for you. Oh, he's got back in front. Right, let's see what he does now. Is he going to go defensive? Or does he... Well, formation's already defensive. So he's already halfway there, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, he's done what...
2-2! Sorry to interrupt, Con. I was very excited.
No,
There's a goal in it.
I was gonna say if he goes all defensive, he looks okay, but Priyan has prepared an attacking formation, as you can see. So
yeah, he'll have a lot to go with there as well, won't he? So, are they going to steal it late on? Last chance of the game, I should think. Right, I think Gabriel's got to be pretty happy with that. That's a decent point. So, well done, Gabriel. Good early point in there. Who are we going to go and see? Let's go and see Netherlands. 4-1 up early on. Let's see.
That's Steph, right? Yeah.
I think Steph has Netherlands. So he fancies this, Steph, obviously. And Joey Deacon, is that with Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden.
Good to see them back in. So Joe's done well to get them in the finals, because they've struggled a bit the last couple of months, haven't they? With a couple of their players past their best. So So Joey's got them back in. But it looks like Netherlands are too strong. Definitely one of the best sides in the game, the Netherlands. So they're and in Steph's hands, who's twice the winner of this. Well. There's going to be a it's going to be it's going to be a good mixture, that I should think. Who did Steph have last month? Did he have Netherlands last month? He might have. So might be trying them again.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, is it? I think he's had Netherlands for quite a while, actually. Is it like? I think it's like the third season in a row.
Yeah, he's determined to take the title with them. We know what a good player this guy is. The hat-trick hero is Max McCart. We know how good he is. No surprise to see him on the score sheet. And
Steph is actually leading the leaderboard with the national teams.
Is he? Right.
Yeah. So, and Gabriel is the second. So we've got a bit of a
rivalry there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. Right, we're getting some goals in these early games. That's good. 2-2 draw followed by 4-1 win. Oh, lots of games going on now. Who are we going to go and see? There's goals in this one. Let's have a look at France and Ecuador. See if the users are online for this one. We like to try and take in as many of the games that have users online. I think that one must be finished because it's not linking. So 3-1 win for France. They'll be happy with that. Italy versus Austria.
Yeah, so Steph won it with Netherlands in November. And obviously he didn't win it in December, but now he's having another go with them. So it's 3 seasons in a row with Netherlands.
So Kev has set up Austria really defensively here, as you probably would against Italy. But he's probably got some work to do now, because playing 5 at the back, is he just going to try and keep it 1-0 for quite a while, or is he going to change that up earlier and go for it? It's definitely another juggernaut, Italy, isn't it? It's a very tough team to play against. So we'll stick with this one for a little while, see how Kev's getting on, see if he can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, now they need to score a goal, so maybe he needs to change a few things. Unless losing 1-0 to Italy is not so bad. I mean, if you care about the goal difference. But
yeah, depends on the state of the group, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll take a look at for those who I haven't actually looked myself to see the state of the groups, so we'll take in those in a little while. We'll have a little look how qualifying went, as I was started to say a little while ago. But just try and take in a few matches while we're here, because I know a lot of users are kicking off their games. We'll try and get them a bit of a look. We'll come back to this one. Looks like Italy are in control at the moment. We are going to have a look at England-Portugal, I think. Okay, that one hasn't kicked off yet. We're going to go back and look at that in a minute. Uruguay-Australia. Right, 2 online users here. Whoever the Uruguay manager is taking their time to get their tactics right.
Let me check.
Who is it going to be? Paul is Uruguay, and Australia is Roy. And Roy is in charge of Australia. So an early clash. And this is probably quite an important game in this group. I can imagine there's probably a... let's have a little look. Wow, early goal from Uruguay. Paul will be delighted with that start. I'm just going to have a very quick look. Right, this is really early on in this group, so it doesn't really tell us a lot. But this could be a very interesting group, this one. It's got Sweden in it, who we've already seen, and Netherlands. So,
yes.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a missed penalty for Australia there, Con, as we were talking.
They've
gone right back in it. Roy's going to be cursing his luck there.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the group, Netherlands, Uruguay, Australia, Sweden. Yeah, Netherlands are the favorites, I'm guessing. And but the other 3 teams, they, I can picture all 3 of them finishing second. So
yeah, it's going to be tight, isn't it? Definitely got to fancy Netherlands. But yeah, I think this is one of the big
Uruguay
games.
has that tradition of never, moving to the next round. I think they did it. They did it in December.
I think they did. I think you're right. I think we were saying that they managed to sneak through in the end, didn't they?
Yeah.
Paul's gone. It looks like Paul's gone offline actually, but he was clearly here to start with because we saw the green circle. So hopefully he'll be back.
It seems like Roy is having a problem with his connection.
Right.
Maybe it's the same for Paul.
It could be. We'll come back to this one
fine.
then, as both the guys are having trouble.
Oh,
we've got to have a look at this. Look at this. Germany 0, Estonia 1. What's going on here? Who is Estonia's manager?
Is
Mr. Muscle?
Rich?
No,
Mr.
Rich
Muscle.
does like a bit of Estonia, but I think it's Mr. Muscle this time. So, and he's gone super defensive, a defensive Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's Mr. Muscle. Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, that is one of the more defensive formations I've seen. Very inventive. I like this one. You've got to try something against the might of Germany, haven't you? I'm assuming this isn't your standard formation, Mr. Muscle. This is for Germany special, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So we'll stick with this one for a little while. See if we can hold on. And to be fair, Estonia, given as good as they get so far, this is working pretty well for them at the moment. I'm guessing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in midfield, there's going to be plenty of creation, I guess, in there.
I mean, it helps that Germany is offline, so they can command the game. They can change things and adapt.
I think that's the key,
if I was the Germany manager, I guess I'd go attack right now, and Estonia would have some problems, but
Yeah, because I mean, if you're playing against no strike, you can push that back four right up, can't you? And then maybe at least go 2 up front, I would think. And I don't know what else you do, but I think those would be the first things I'd be thinking of. But Mr. Muscle will be happy that Germany aren't there to actually do anything about it at the moment, because it seems like it's working really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, 4 out of 4 shots, huh? So, yeah. I mean, you might say they're playing defensively, but look at the stats.
That's what I mean. It's they're still creating, aren't they? So it's actually working pretty well for them at the moment. Long way to go. We'll take this one into half time, and then we'll keep an eye on the scoreline. Because I want to try and get through a few games, give people a early glance.
Sure, yeah. But Germany's the winner, eh? They're the title holders. Let's not forget. So
yeah, that would be a bit of a shock, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And that's Darko. Mr. Delta has got Germany, but he's not there to manage them at the moment. So hopefully Darko will get there at some point. So we'll have a look at that one. So a few goals in the Belgium-Romania game. Let's see what's going on here. Belgium look like they're on top, and the Belgian manager is Bader. I think Bader might have a couple of teams in tonight. This is Bader 2, this count. Got 2 teams?
Okay, yeah. They've got Argentina as well.
Yeah. So he's going to be a busy man. But he'll be very, very pleased with this start. And the Romanian manager is Sir Steve Clarke, who is Razzie, I believe, before his name change. Doesn't appear to be there at the moment. He was online earlier, so hopefully he'll get back involved. Good to see him online. So Bader, all going to plan in this one, right? You look pretty comfortable.
These are the other 2 teams in the Estonia group. So
right.
Yeah.
So that could be massive for Estonia, couldn't it? If they can hold on to that. Yeah. So
if they can beat Germany and do something with Bader, I'm guessing Romania is offline. Then they might have a chance. Yeah.
Oh, this is a beating. Bader's got this well under control. We're going to go, Bader, because you've already dealt with this one. Right. Okay, let's have a look at Scotland. They look like they're going very nicely against Chile. Have a very quick look. And that is... it's Rich. Rich, why haven't you got Estonia this time? Rich is saying people are struggling to get into games, so I don't know if Nick, there's anything there. Maybe. Nick, have a quick look if people are struggling. Don't know if it's just the odd person or not. But just have a quick check if there's anything you see.
Usually
well
we're
here,
the ones. Usually we're the ones struggling.
Yeah,
to
that's true.
connect.
I've had a bit of a stinker on this before, haven't I? Yeah, so you have upgraded here, Rich. So 3-0 Scotland going very, very nicely. You're going to be pretty happy with this. That's a good start to the group, assuming this is your first game. And I think I saw this group is not the nastiest one ever, so I reckon you've got to try and win this group, Rich, and then you're... let's have a little look, shall we? He's dealt with that game. So, look, you've got to look at France and Scotland there. So, Scotland are pretty happy with that. They could qualify from a World Cup group. You never know. Right, okay, let's have a look. Where are we going to go, Com? When have we been? Kosovo, Switzerland. Let's see if someone's
I think. Okay, yeah, and then let's go see England, Portugal because it looks like a great match.
Okay, we'll go back to that one. Let's see, right.
Kosovo is one of the few teams that are not managed by user.
And made it. Wow.
How ironic is that, huh?
Yeah, because
Kosovo is, it's one of the strongest team in the game world.
So, yeah, and this one's going all right for Mike Marsden for Switzerland. He'll be looking to make sure he gets 3 points here to set himself up nicely for the group. We're going to pop and see a bit more of you later, Mike. We're just having a quick look. Looks like you got this one under control. Hopefully you can hold on there. Just see if you can get a third. Oh, not at the moment. We'll come back and have a look in a minute. You mentioned the England-Portugal match, so let's go and have a look at that. So, in Group A, we have...
Johnny versus Roy.
Ah, right. Oh, two of the giants of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're saying Roy's done plenty, and Johnny's determined to win the World Cup with England. Had some fun with him last month. Let's see how we get on. So, 3-2 England at the moment. Let's see how the game's been going. Portugal have had their noses in front
as well.
But it looks a pretty even game, actually. Not too much in it. Brayson's on the score sheet, so Johnny's happy with that. He brought the big guns on early, clearly. Right. Hello, Johnny. Johnny's saying hi to us. Let's see.
Hi, Johnny.
A good early game for us here. So we're going to hopefully see plenty of Roy tonight as well, because he looks like he's got a couple of teams involved. Hopefully he's not having too many connection issues. But this one could still go either way, couldn't it?
Yeah, this is quite a difficult group for me. I mean, we've got England and Portugal, and we've got Turkey and Denmark, so it's not the easiest of groups.
Yeah, that's a bit of a, to use the well-used phrase, group of death, that one, isn't it? Bit of a nasty one.
Group of death. Yeah. And I think it's the only all-European group as well.
Oh, okay.
At the groups now.
I like the way you find patterns with that. You found an all-Mediterranean one last month, didn't you? I remember. That was quite good.
No, my bad. There's 2 more groups. Okay. So, all right.
Okay, so has Roy got any? Can he do anything to get? Because he's playing wise, he's got Portugal right in this game, but can he get that all important goal? Oh, Brayson's in again. Oh no. Right, looks like this one's going the way of Johnny B.
And there's the GG, but there's still 1 minute. Who knows?
Roy is trying something in the very last minute to see if he can make... He's made his subs, he's doing everything he can. Can he do something in the very last seconds?
He knows Portugal well because he's had Portugal quite a few times. Oh, there was that little lag over there.
Yeah, I suspect that. Yeah, let's hope that's not a sign of things to come. Okay, we're going to go away from that one because there's lots of games going on. Hopefully get a bit more of that one later. Should we take a little bit of Russia? We haven't seen Russia yet. See if both users are here.
Who's got Russia? Oh, Sid Barrett.
Sid Barrett's got Russia. We've seen. We have already seen
right?
Kev very briefly. I'm assuming he didn't get back into that previous one. But started okay in this one. Well on top. Unlucky to be level actually. So we'll come back and have a little look at that. But it looks like Kev's tactics are working well in this game. Okay. Now, Brazil-Poland. Let's see, is Priam back in yet? He's not. The Poland manager, Rodney Farber. So they're in the game. They are in the game, but well, actually, they're a bit unlucky to be behind here.
There it is again.
Yes, I'm just going to double check very quickly so that there's no issues my end. So I'll leave you to talk just for a moment, Con. 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, 4-3. Okay, Poland's back in it. Let's see. And as I can see, Poland is the status has gone offline. So yeah, it seems like there is a small little problem in the game world. I don't know, Nick, if you're checking things to see if they're all good, but we're getting a few users saying that they're losing their connection to the game. Anyway, the score is 4-3. We've got a hat trick from Eva Nilsson. And yeah, Nick is looking into it. 4-4. Poland's back in it. Big game, huge game.
I'm back, Con. What's going on? Wow, 4-4.
4-4. Yeah.
I should walk away from the machine a bit more often.
I
Loads of
goals in a distance of 10 minutes. 4-1 and went 4-4. Crazy.
Well, we've got to stick to the end of this one now, haven't we?
It looks like the Polish user went offline just now. So it does seem as if we have a small problem. My client as well has a little problem. I'm seeing and your client as well. Okay.
Yes, does seem that way, doesn't it? So it's,
Nick is looking into it. Nick is looking into it. So.
Okay, so hopefully, guys, hopefully you're with 5-4. Oh, that's heartbreak for Poland. They are unlucky to be losing this. Oh dear, very unlucky, Rodney Farber.
Penalty as well.
Oh dear, penalty and injury. Oh, that's a shocker, isn't it? Penalty and injury time. Yes, so there are some issues this evening, guys. So sorry about that. Hopefully they'll be cleared up reasonably soon. I'm sure Nick is beavering away here. At least it's not my end for a change. It's usually it's usually someone using all our bandwidth or something like that. But it doesn't appear as though anyone's doing anything tonight. So
at least it's in the beginning of the night, and we can fix it
before we're at the business end. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna have a look at your country, Con.
Oh, okay.
Let's see how the Greeks are getting on.
Oh, and that's my striker.
Excellent. So this is Slim with Greece.
Okay.
And that'll be a very important result, I suspect, if they can hold on to this one. And the Czech Republic is in the chat. He's not there at the moment, but Slim is on top in this one. It's just counting down half time at the moment, so we'll check on Slim a little bit later. Hopefully,
maybe we can look at the groups. I think.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We're having a couple of problems, so I think that's a good idea. Well, we're there. Yeah. Okay, right. We're going to have a very quick look at the qualifying group. Okay, so Group A. I'll spin through these nice and quickly this month because I want to try and catch as many games as we can. So Group A, Brazil and Scotland, very, very comfortable. So Rich is obviously enjoying is taking his homeland there, and Brazil just edged them out. So Brian did a good job with them, and it's Chile and Colombia who have ended up coming through. So that's unusual. I think they were a couple of teams that aren't managed. So that's surprising to see them slip ahead of Serbia and Croatia. So I'm guessing there's probably a little bit of it's one of those close games, close calls, and they've just gone the way of the Chile and Colombian teams. But yeah, I think most groups, I'm guessing, are probably that's probably about. It's a bit of a shock, wouldn't you say? Serbia and Croatia. Yeah. I think they're usually there or thereabouts at least. So Group B. I'm assuming the stream's still online. It's just
it's
the game,
fine.
Con. It's probably a good time to look at the groups, I think. Group B, Argentina. They've done very, very nicely there. Only 2 defeats, and that was Bader, wasn't it? So Bader's going very, very nicely. Hungary got through very comfortably. Let's see who had Hungary. M. Hughesy. So hopefully we'll catch up with M. Hughesy tonight. I don't know if he's online or not yet. We haven't found him yet. Wales and the United States. Now we know Gabriel's got the United States, so he got them safely through. And
the other one is Rob Smith.
Rob Smith, and he's done very well in a couple of World Cup nights. He's a serial semi-finalist, I think, Rob. So we'll see if he can go one better tonight. Be tricky with Wales, I suspect. South Korea have been a really good team recently, actually. So it's interesting they've actually missed out because they've been pretty strong. I think they've qualified for at least the last 2 or 3 World Cups. So they've actually, it's actually almost a surprise not to see them in it. Decent points total for Egypt as well, but they've ultimately come up short. So Group C, we have Netherlands at the top of the group, and I'm going to move this down ready just in case. Hopefully these server problems will be sorted out soon, but I'm just going to move this down so we're ready for them. So Netherlands, again, no real surprise to see Steph dominating that group there. Paul's done a good job with Uruguay. 31 points is a really good points haul. So it'll be interesting to see how they go tonight. Hopefully Paul and everybody else won't have the connection problems that we've had in the early stages here. It's a real shame. Romania coming in third. We've seen them briefly earlier. That was Razzie, Steve Clark.
That was Razzie.
Yeah. And Greece. We've seen Greece.
With Slim.
With Slim. This group looks pretty done and dusted early doors by the look of it. That's a big points gap, isn't it? To Finland in 5th.
Yeah, maybe we could. I don't see them. It was like. There was a big difference in quality here, I think. I mean,
I think so.
Netherlands, Uruguay, Greece, they're always in the World Cups, right? So, and
I think so.
I think Canada. I think we've seen Canada before.
Yeah, I think we have. I think you're right. Definitely. This is a group of 2 halves. I agree. I reckon you could have predicted the 4, and the managers have obviously done it comfortably. So, well done to them. Group D, France topped that one. Only 1 draw. They dominated this group, 40 points. And who's the France manager? Harry Hornet. I've got a feeling that's a name change. I can't remember who Harry Hornet was in his previous life, but he's a France manager. Hopefully we'll see him tonight. As France have got as good a chance as anyone. Belgium coming in second. That's Bader. He's doing very, very nicely with both his sides. Turkey in third, who we saw Simon earlier. And Estonia coming in 4th. And that was, who did we see there? Mr. Muscle, wasn't it? So he's done a good job getting them there. And again, Norway, I think Norway probably, I think Mark Chapman had Norway, and he's probably come the closest there. But it's tough with all these 4 teams here. I think it's a pretty tough group. Estonia seemed to do fairly well in 90-minute fever. So we'll go through them all as we've got the connection issues at the moment.
From what I know, Nick is working on it on the behind the scenes, so we have some time. Yeah.
Excellent. Group E, Italy again, fairly dominant. So big teams. It's all going to form here. Do you remember Italy? Was it last month or the month before they actually missed out? That was very, very
exactly.
surprising.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So whatever team you have, it's not. You can't assume if you get a tough group. You can miss out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Rico in charge of Italy.
It's Rico. Rico. Yeah.
Yep. So no surprise.
Rico, who is very experienced as well.
Absolutely. Finchy took Denmark into second place through very nicely and unbeaten actually. Be interesting to see what formation Denmark are running with because they obviously very, very hard to beat. Didn't give her too much away in there.
Oh, true. Yeah, they didn't lose, huh?
Yeah. So and Switzerland through third. It's quite a tough group, this one actually. Switzerland through third, and that was Mike Marsden. We very briefly saw Mike earlier, so hopefully we'll see a bit more of him. and Portugal in 4th. And that was Roy. Roy does like to be
That's
Portugal.
Roy.
So he's taken them safely through again. But yeah, I think this is quite a tough group. Gentlemaniac did a okay job with Mexico there, but obviously it's just a horrible group, really. In most of the other groups, you'd be pretty happy with, you'd fancy your chances. And we know that Saudi Arabia have qualified in the past as well, so there really isn't. The bottom two really had no chance in this kind of group. But yeah, both of those two teams would probably do pretty well in another group.
You know what's interesting with Italy, with Rico's team? It's Rico has gone to the finals twice. He's never actually won it before.
Yes, he has made the final.
He's amassed a lot of points, and he's actually 3rd in the all-time leaderboard. He's behind Steph and Gabriel. So I'm thinking now that maybe Rico is saying enough is enough. I'm going to take Italy. I'm going to win it this time,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's be interesting to get a 3rd horse into that particular race, wouldn't it? Okay, on to Group F. We have Spain top in that group. Again, you'd expect them to come through strongly. Peter Garrett is in charge of them tonight. We'd be interested to see how he done. Again, like the other big teams, nice big goal difference, dominating games. Czech Republic in the chat. That's a good effort with them. 28 points, I think.
That's very good.
I think that's a very good effort. And again, this one's a slightly tricky group. There's 5 teams here. You'd fancy your chances with in most groups. So this is another difficult one.
Ooh, are you seeing what I'm
missed
seeing?
out? Yeah. So, I mean, let's go straight to that. Northern Ireland missed out, and I think Fido had Northern Ireland this month. But we've seen plenty of them on the streams recently. But it's one of those, isn't it?
It's the end of an era, huh?
Yeah, maybe it is. But again, you can see there's nothing in it. They're just missed out by a point. Those are, it's just one of those groups, isn't it? This is like the previous one, a pretty tough one. So, and Northern Ireland is quite simply they've just overachieved the last few months, haven't they? So it was always going to be tough for them to do it again. So Bulgaria, great effort from them. Sir Jim McLean takes them through. Hopefully we'll see him tonight. And Austria, we've seen Kev with Austria already, very briefly in a couple of games. So hopefully we'll see a bit more of him. Group G, Germany, dominant, 1 draw. Same as 2 teams who only had 1 draw, 0 defeats.
Wow.
So that's
64 goals.
Yeah, so Darko did very, very nicely with them in qualifying. Be interesting to see
an average
if we
of
can
4
get
goals per match.
Poland through in 2nd. We've seen them very briefly as well with Rodney Farber. Good points haul with them. He's another regular, so I expect he'll go well again. Australia in 3rd. That's good because I think Australia missed out last month, so Roy's done a good job getting them back in the fold. And it's Ecuador into 4th. Now, I don't know if we've seen Ecuador before, so that is a surprise. And I think actually that's an unmanaged team, so yeah, very surprising to see them sneak through. Bosnia just miss out. Tintin was in charge of Bosnia, so hopefully he'll bounce back next month. And finally, Group H. I've got my fingers crossed here, Con, because I haven't seen any waiting for server messages in the last couple of minutes. So, I
think we're waiting for 2 matches to end before we can restart the server, and everything's going to be fine. I'm guessing.
That's good. Right, excellent. And Group H, England. Johnny Brayson dominates this group with England, but I mean, this is I can't believe this one. Kosovo coming through in 2nd.
That's crazy. Yeah. Wow.
That is an interesting one. They must have a batch of players just coming into their own, so it'd be interesting to see if anyone takes them up. I know, is it Chris who used to quite enjoy managing Kosovo?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if he had Adam this month. I'm guessing he didn't. But
and what happened? Chris, for the first time, didn't manage them, and they've done the best ever year.
Yeah, I suspect that's probably due to players aging nicely for them rather than Chris's control. But I think they're probably just getting older because they obviously you probably weren't as many. They're one of the newer teams in the game, aren't they? So it might be they didn't have any old enough players, if you know what I mean. So it'd be interesting to see if that was the case. So Russia through in 3rd, and that is Sid Barrett. We've seen Sid a few times, so hopefully he'll be around tonight. And Sweden, as we mentioned, They're back. They're back in the game. Previous finalist in this, Joe Deacon had them. We've seen him already. Actually, definitely seen Republic of Ireland at the finals before. So, Øyvind,
we saw them last time. Last season they did very well. They went to the quarterfinals, or even better. Yeah, I think they went to the quarterfinals and they played against Northern Ireland actually. So we had a little Irish thing going on.
Yes, but this again, I think this is one of the worst groups. Every team in it is playable. If you look at that, there's no team you'd have no chance with. Slovakia, I'm pretty sure we're in the finals last time. Ukraine we've seen before. I don't know about Latvia, but definitely Republic
they're not
of Ireland
superstars, but they are they're. I mean, apart from England, the rest are mid-level teams. And they all have a chance.
Quite an interesting group, and it's reflected in the points tallies actually, isn't it? You can see that no one's been a complete whipping boy in there. So okay. Right, let's have a look into the finals as we're waiting for our server restart. Is that right? So we're
Yep.
So we may as well basically go through all the groups, and then we can have just take in loads and loads of games basically, and hopefully catch everybody. That's what we'd like to do. So Group A, as you said, Con, this is a bit of a nasty draw, isn't it, for these guys? It's quite a tricky one. England, they're looking very good. Portugal would have loved to have nicked a point off them last time. That would have been really big for them, I think. But they're in okay shape. It's still well in their hands. 6 points there. Denmark probably gone unless some really weird things happen. I think they're out. But they played their games early anyway by the look of things. Finchy with Denmark. But Turkey.
Oh, true.
Turkey and Portugal are. It could go either way here, so it'd be interesting to see if Simon can sneak Turkey through. Be a good tough ask against that group, I think, with England and Portugal in it. I don't know who he'd have played in those two games first. So
Turkey used to have a really good defensive lineup. I remember a few seasons ago. I don't know if they're still strong, but I remember like a previous generation of Turkish players that were very good. So a few seasons ago.
Yeah, someone took them to the semi-finals, didn't they?
I'm guessing they're still good. I'm guessing they're still good.
Yeah, but I mean that was a hell of an effort. Whoever took them to the semi-finals, I'm sure someone can come along and tell us who that was later. But that was a hell of a run. Okay, Group B. Argentina looking very strong in this one as well. So no surprises in these early ones. Argentina top of that one.
So for those who watched, for the fanatics of the real World Cup finals, this is similar to a group that was in the World Cup 1994 in the USA. There was Argentina, Greece, Bulgaria, and Nigeria.
Yeah, so if we just took
Bulgaria had Stoichkov back then, and Argentina had Maradona, and they were the two that moved on. Let's see if it's going to be the two that move on again.
Okay, Bulgaria probably up against it. They're definitely not out of it, but they've played 4 games and they need a couple of wins in there. I'm guessing they've probably played Argentina at least once, but I think they probably need to win their last 2. But it's looking good for your boys, Con. Greece looking good for Slim and Greece to maybe claim that second spot. But still, early days for Czech Republic as well. This one's still pretty open, actually. I think you're expecting Argentina to win it, but those 3 all got chances there. Spain started nicely in Group C. And who's that? It's Peter Garrett. And Switzerland, they're still very much in it. 1-1, drew 1, lost 1, so they'll be looking good.
That's Mike Marsden.
And we've got Colombia and Kosovo in this group. So be interesting to see if they can pick up a few more points. And Group D. Rich will be very happy with that start. 2 wins out of 2. And I'm guessing one of them might be against France, judging by the fact France have got it must be. Got one in the loss column, so that's a hell of a start for Rich and Scotland. And if they can win a group, look at some of the teams they can avoid. So winning your group here is pretty big. Scotland and France will be strong favourites to come out of this one. I don't know if
they're strong favourites because Ecuador and Chile are also AIs. So
Right. Yeah.
So really, Scotland and France have all the chances now to
they're
to
looking
qualify.
very, very good. So, but if you could win the group, certainly make a big difference to you. Right, well, we saw United States and Brazil draw earlier, and that's made it very interesting in this group as well, actually. So that's a big, big point for the United States, I think, really, because Brazil are going to be tough to pick up points off.
Yeah.
Poland, very unlucky to lose. Rodney Farber was unlucky to lose that 5-4 game recently, and I think he went up. God, he went offline as well, and just before as well, so really unlucky.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
and Wales. Definitely got chances in this group. This is a tough group as well, actually. All four of these teams are very playable. Brazil favourites, obviously, but we haven't seen Brian online yet, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets there. Italy looking good in Group F. That's Rico, and Kev had obviously managed to turn that game round into a win because he was level when we last saw him to beat Russia. So, Austria looking pretty good to take that second spot at the moment. Russia need a bit of help. Sid Barrett have to try and turn that one around. And Hungary have not started their games yet. Who's Hungary, Con? Who's that? M. Husey. So maybe he's not there yet. We'll see. Group G. Look at Estonia. They're flying. I think Mr. Muscle is loving it. I think he got Estonia through on. From the groups, probably expecting to be struggling, particularly when you see Belgium and Germany in your group as well. And he's had a dream start with 2 wins. He obviously held on to that Germany win. Look at Germany. Could they be?
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah. Could this be the shock? If Darko comes online, I suspect he will really get into teams because he clearly qualified with them. So it'll be interesting to see if Germany can come back if Darko gets involved.
I'm trying to think of a joke that involves Richard managing Estonia, but I can't. I'm just teasing. But bravo to Mr. Muscle because it's with Germany in there as well. That's crazy. Bravo.
I'm guessing that Nick's just restarting the server now. That's why we're getting the message. So
exactly.
So
it's just only going to take a couple of minutes, guys.
Yep. So it's going to be. Exactly. So this time, this waiting for server message is a good thing, lads. So hopefully we'll have everyone back on. Bader's the Belgian manager, so he will be pretty happy with his start as well, I think. So Germany drew 1, lost 1 early on. That's not great. Romania up against it in this group, especially as he wasn't there in the last game we saw. So Steve Clark. So, but if Razzie comes online, he definitely knows what he's doing. He could be winning my division this year, actually, TFA. He's top at the moment, or he's definitely right in there. Got a good title race in the TFA this year, Con. It's about.
I'm thinking of maybe joining you just to have some nice rivalry, some nice.
We'd love to have you over, Con. We've got a really good division actually. But there's about 8 teams that win it.
I just want to beat you. I don't mind if I finish 19th and you finish 20th. I just want to.
Right. I've changed my mind. Stay where you are. You're not coming. Yeah. You'll be concentrating for those 2 games. Yeah. That'd be great, mate. If you were actually popping over to TFA, it's pretty competitive. There's probably 7 or 8 teams in the title hunt this year. I don't think I'm one of them, unfortunately. But it's probably 3 or 4 that can win it now. But anyway, we digress. Group G. As we've just gone through, looking very, very good early on for Mr. Muscle, but again, still Belgium and Germany are going to be tough to overhaul. Group H, right? Netherlands started very, very nicely. Uruguay started with a win in their first game. That was Paul, wasn't it? Though I think he lost collection in it, as did Roy with Australia. So that was a bit of a shame. Hopefully these guys will be back up and running. But I think all 4 of these guys were online, which is really good. So we'll make sure we take in plenty of their games. So I think that'll be quite interesting. So Sweden not had the greatest start there, but
there's still a lot of.
One of those games would have been against Netherlands, which are probably going to win the group. So it's more
if you take it as granted that Netherlands are going to finish first, then you'll just need to concentrate on the other 2 matches and the other 2 teams. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think who's all right. Con, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit earlier than normal, as we've got a bit of time here. Who's winning? Who's winning it this month?
Oof. I want to see a team that's never won it before, and all the big guns have won it before, huh? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if all of them have. I don't know if all of the time. I mean, England have never won it, for example.
France have won it. Brazil has won it. Italy has won it. Germany has won it twice. They're the only country that have won it twice. Netherlands have won it.
Spain?
Are we missing?
Have we got Spain?
Spain, I think. Did they win it? Okay.
Yeah, so in Spain,
maybe then Spain.
Maybe.
Argentina haven't won it.
There's a good one. They've got Bader in charge this month. Bader's a good manager, so he's give him every chance.
Let's not forget England. England hasn't won it.
That sounds about right, actually. I think England have been probably the closest without winning, haven't they? They've been runners up at least a couple of times, I think. So. Wasn't there a Germany-England grudge match at some point, or was that a semi-final? Yep. I seem to remember that one, which I think was a cracking game. So yeah.
But then we also have some users who haven't won it. For example, the highest user in the leaderboard who hasn't won it is Rico, and he's got Italy.
So he's got chances then, I suspect.
Yeah.
And he started pretty well in his group as well, so he'll definitely fancy his chance of winning that one.
Yeah, I think Italy is one of the favorites. Definitely.
Yeah.
But you know what? We might see. We might have an underdog. We might have someone like the States winning it.
Yeah, maybe.
We've got Gabriel as well. So.
Or maybe it's Estonia's month, Con. Is it Estonia's month this month?
Yep. Maybe. Yeah.
That would be an ask, but we have seen the likes of Northern Ireland in the final before. So, and did the States get to the final, or did they get to the semi-final? I think
they went very close. They went to the semis. Definitely went to the semis. Yeah. Did they go to the final?
Yeah. And Turkey as well.
See, we should have been on the.
Yeah, that would have been ideal. Yeah, that would have been the best page to be on. But I think there's quite wide open actually. I wonder if we'll get a different winner this month, as in like you say, maybe an underdog. It's pretty much been all big teams so far, hasn't it? There's been a few underdogs made the final, but none of them have got got over the line. So
Sweden maybe is the weakest who have won it. Given there we are. We're back.
Let's we're just on there. Let's have a look.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can see this is the Hall of Fame for you guys if you haven't seen it. You can find this under World International.
Sweden was very, very tough in the beginning. Okay, they went to the finals in the very first World Cup, and they won it in the second World Cup. But since then I think they've had a few players who have retired since then, and
golden generation, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But look at that. I mean, you wouldn't expect that. Northern Ireland twice. That's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But like you say, most of the it's mainly the big teams. Sweden is probably the one there that stands out, isn't it?
And the US finishing November in the finals. So
yes, that was pretty impressive. So Enrico taking Northern Ireland to the final last month was another impressive one. I guess that's what moved him up to third. So this is the all-time leaderboard here. Actually, I know Radox isn't about today, so he'll have to try and get back up there next month. Rob Smith, as I said, he's a serial semi-finalist. Rob Smith, he's never a million miles away. Sterlo and Jack Burton, they've been decent. I think they've been to the finals before. Oh, Jack Burton won the first one, in fact.
But Rob Smith never takes big teams, I don't know, but he's gotten Wales this time, so he's there for the challenge to win it with someone who's there's not a favourite to win it.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. See. And Darko, if he comes online, can really move up the leaderboard with Germany if he can turn it around for them. And we've seen Roy and Rodney Farber already, and Bader. So there's some Rich up there with Scotland started very, very nicely as well. So actually, some of these guys, Harry Hornet's online as well.
Okay, yeah.
Hughesy and Steve Clark, and Simon Brennan. There's a few around actually. Peter Garrett, Paul, Kev.
Actually, we have quite a lot of users online tonight
from the leaderboard. Yeah.
The irony is that the game is not online.
Yeah.
Everyone else is. But I think everything should be fine. I mean, now Nick is restarting the games, and I think everything's going to be fine now.
Excellent. Let's hope so, because that's been a bit of a shame so far. Just going to have a little stay on here. If you tell me when the matches are back up and running, we'll get straight into it. But yeah, I think trying to decide. I've asked you the question, who's going to win it. I'm trying to decide who I think, and I think a lot of it depends who's online, who isn't as well. Because I definitely think you get that edge from being online, don't you? For being able to make those changes and chase games when you need to. So am I going to go for someone? Am I going to go for someone different this month? I think, as in a different team. Rico's got. I fancy Rico's chances of Italy if he comes online. Don't think we've seen him so far, but he'll be in there. I think. Steph with Netherlands has already shown how to do it as well.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be the obvious one. I'll be interested to see if Peter Garrett can take Spain to the final, because they haven't been there before.
So that's one of the teams that are missing, Spain. Yeah, Spain hasn't been in the final at all. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I've noticed that I like it. Kev is now on the chart as well. So he's almost looks like I'm on the chart, doesn't it? But I'm nowhere near the chart, basically. Very rare qualifications for me. So I think it takes. What does it take? Top 20 plus yourself? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Top 25 plus yourself sitting at the bottom, just to see how far you are behind.
I think I'm worse than you. I've got, let's see, 52 points. Okay.
Yes, right. Well, I'm happy now. Now my 80 points are looking a lot better. I think a lot of those came from scraping. Who did I scrape there a couple of months ago? Someone like, was it Finland or someone like that? No, or did I fail with Finland? Can't remember. I took someone there.
Matches are back on.
Yeah, game on. Right, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully everyone is back in the game. I think there's plenty of people still online. So again, can't apologise enough, guys. But hopefully back in. Oh, looks like Mr. Delta is online, Darko. So he could turn Germany round there. Where shall we go?
They might have helped him.
Yeah, Rico's online as well. Excellent. So right, I'm
good.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a few teams ready to go here. So, where do we want to start off with? Loads of games on. Lovely. No early goals. Right, where do we know this user online?
Let's find 2 online.
I think Netherlands and Uruguay are 2 online users, unless Paul has disappeared. Looks like he has. But Stiff is there, and Uruguay is starting well. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and find 2 online users, so we'll leave this one for now. But, wow, 2-0 to Darko here. Right, see, Darko's making an impact already, setting the team up how he wants it, and he's 2-0 up. And Germany need this after a questionable start, so we'll stick with, have a quick look at this one for a few minutes. Looks like they're well on top, 2 early goals. Romania user is Razi, who isn't there yet. They have just nabbed one back.
This makes Estonia's win even more important now, because now that Germany's back online, you'd reckon Germany's going to finish first now.
Yeah, you've got. So. Well, you don't know, do you? Because not winning any of their opening 2. I agree with you, by the way, Con. But you never know. It's sort of a bit of a handicap, isn't it, where you lose your first 2? But yeah, you got to fancy him, and I think Darko certainly knows what he's doing. So I'm expecting Darko to turn them round. Right, he's 2-1 up at the moment. So let's have a look. I'm going to try and find someone where we've got two users online. I'm going to use this tab to see if I can find it. Just for somewhere we've got both users, if you know what I mean. Turkey, England, I think, especially with Turkey 1 up. So, Simon Brennan versus Johnny Brayson. Turkey versus England. The Brayson brothers aren't on yet.
Yeah.
He's not called for the big guns yet. But Ergun has put Turkey in front. So let's see. Hello guys. I know you guys usually watch Twitch, so hopefully the connection problems haven't put you off too much. See how these two get on. Let's take this one up to half time, shall we? Give them a bit of airtime.
Trying to remember, I think there was a big match in the past between Turkey and England. Was it in the Korea-Japan World Cup? Can't remember. I know Turkey and England have played before.
Cool. I know we played in qualifiers a few times. I can't remember playing in World Cup, but maybe that's just my memory.
Maybe. No, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me.
So this is quite an interesting one, because if you actually have a look, Simon is going to be pretty pleased with how the game in general is going. Never mind the scoreline. You know, he's got his nose in front, but I think he's got to be pretty happy with how the game is going as well. He's going punch for punch with England at the moment. So let's see if Johnny reaches for the big guns at half time. That's what I'm expecting. Johnny has a unique way of managing national teams, we've noticed. So let's see how he gets on here. Right. Simon is promising lots of goals from Turkey.
Simon's got Turkey. Yeah. Okay.
So Simon had a big run with the USA a couple of months ago. We remember.
Yeah, I remember. Was it that
I think
time
Simon's the one who got the United States to the final. So there was lots of United States chanting.
Was it with Simon that the US was scoring, all those halftime goals just before the halftime?
Oh, it's 1-1, Con. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see.
Brayson's got into him at half time. He's been yelling at him, maybe throwing a couple of teacups against the wall. Who knows? But either way, it's done the job. It's 1-1. Johnny's going to bring the big guns on soon. He's giving us a sneak preview. Turkey are going for this. They're attacking. That's a dangerous thing to do against England. Let's see if it works out for them. So you've got to think England have got a lot on the counter there with Eric Mullis and Martin Hemingway. Definitely goals there.
Yeah, they're having the chances, but what's this group again? Let's see. Turkey, England.
England started well. I think England are looking good. Yeah, this is a really quite a difficult group, this one, I think. So Roy's in scouting as well. Roy's Portugal in this group actually, so he's definitely. He probably won't hate a draw, I wouldn't think, but he definitely won't want to see a Turkey win, I'm sure. Oh, Brayson's on. Double Brayson substitution.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see if they can affect the game. Oh dear, we don't want to see that, do we?
Hopefully it's just this once.
Let's hope so. Either way, while that was going on, England have got their nose in front. So the Braysons have had the desired effect, I'm guessing. So what can Simon do to get back into this one? I think any points in this one would have been a bonus. But the way they started the game, I think he was pretty hopeful, I should think. If he can nick a point here, then he'll be pretty happy, because I think the big game is the Turkey-Portugal game when that happens. And I think this one's.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna move on because we. We're gonna have a look. Johnny's just saying Twitch has gone down. By the way, Con, if you could just check that for me.
Yeah, let me check.
We're going to take in another game. We're in it.
It shouldn't be down, by the way, because. But let me just quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Nick is gonna disable the matches again. He's gonna deploy a quick fix.
Okay, and are we broadcasting? Come.
And then it should be fine again.
Great.
Let me see. Let me check. I think we should be broadcasting. Yeah.
Great. So we've got Mr. Muscle and Bader online here. So Estonia with that lightning start to the group, but this is a big win for Belgium because it's it's going to be a three-way tussle for this group now with Darko back online as well.
Twitch is fine, by the way.
Excellent. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So that's one thing at least. Right, and I think Estonia just equalised there. So this is going to be pretty big if they can hold on to this one.
Looks like the teams are scoring each time there's a what's it called? A freeze. Screen freeze. So.
Yeah, it goes up like goal. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think Belgium have been the better team in this one, but not by much. A draw is not a massive difference here because Estonia have actually had more on target at the moment. So Belgium's finishing's been a little bit off. But this would be a good point, probably a better point for Estonia here because let's see, you got Germany in this group as well. Germany probably not minding a draw here actually.
Yeah, I think we might take a little break after the matches have ended because it's going to be like a 10 minutes break this time.
Okay.
Just so we can, confirm the fix is a permanent fix. So,
yeah. It's a shame, a real shame. It's happening on World Cup night. We've had a problem one other World Cup night.
It's a shame. It's a shame, but at least we're still in the group stage, so that's something.
So, okay, so we'll take it to the end of these games. So we'll take a little break when the games all finish. Okay, so we've got this is even more of a Christmas tree than the last one actually. Mr. Muscle's loving the Christmas tree formations, but he is playing forward this time. So, but it's definitely pretty effective because I think I think you got to say that he's doing really well with Estonia here. So, are they going to get beaten in injury time, or are they going to win it in injury time even?
Looks like that sole attacker is like the little star on the top of the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's a
right.
Great play. That's great play.
Good play from Mr. Muscle there. Well done, Bader as well, coming back from behind. So that's let's see how that affects the group because that's Group G, was it? I think.
Yeah.
It's not updated yet. We'll just come back out and back in. It always takes just a few seconds to update the group after a game is finished. So there you go, Estonia looking really, really good. But this is a three-way tussle for this one, isn't it? Look, you got to think Germany are going to be coming right back at them. Okay, let's catch a couple more games before we go offline. We've got three more being played. Turkey England rematch, is that?
I think it just ended actually.
Ah, it did. Yeah. And it looks like England might have just nicked that one. We have Poland, United States. Rodney Farber and Gabriel.
Yeah, let's see this one. We haven't seen Gabriel play as well. We haven't seen Rodney play.
Yep.
Rodney is not online though.
Yeah, he was though. You can see he was. Saying hi, good luck. So he's obviously.
Poland is
not a million miles away.
It's doing well this season. Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite good. So Gabriel we'll have a look at the group table after this one. We'll just see what's going on. Very even game. Oh, 3-3.
Ooh, okay.
That could be a big goal.
It's a shame. It's a shame for Poland because this is the second time this is happening. It happened before with what happened before with Brazil?
Brazil got an injury time winner, and could certainly be that. This late goal for the United States, really probably puts them in the driving seat. I'm going to very quickly have a look at the group, actually, because I keep talking about whether it is. Yeah, that's big for the United States because that keeps them 3 points clear of Poland if it stays like this. So Gabriel will be pretty pleased with this if he can take the 3-3, I think. At least it feels like it's a good result for USA with the current group standings, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, if even a draw is fine here.
Yeah, we'll see. Roll, Rodney Fiver is back on.
He's back. He's back
That's
in.
good.
Yeah, I know. This is. I lost my last.
Yeah, and Gabriel's lost. Yeah, I think everyone's having a few problems tonight, guys.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
apologies for that. It's just we as Con mentioned a minute ago, we're going to take a 10-minute break while the guys sort the problems out, so that hopefully this can nip it in the bud for once and for all. Yeah, it sounds like both guys having issues here, so it's unfortunate. Feels like overall a draw is reasonably fair. Probably Poland have edged it, but if it stays 3-3, I don't think that's a ridiculous scoreline. I thought United States were going to nick that, or are Poland going to nick it? Cracking game, this one. Both really going for it. Okay, well played, guys. Well done. That is 3-3, and that group is still wide open. And that was the last. These two games just finishing. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back with you. So we'll type that in chat as well in case anyone's lost connection.
Yeah, I typed it. I typed it now.
Oh, okay, thanks. Cool. So yeah, we'll take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back soon as we're sure that they're fixed. So 1,000 apologies. We'll be back online soon. Hi guys, and welcome back to the 90 Minute Fever Twitch stream. Massive apologies for the problems we've been having so far. Nick tells me he's pretty sure they are done and dusted now, so fingers crossed we're going to be okay from now on. Nick will be making it so the matches will start up again shortly, so you should be able to kick them off pretty soon. Yeah, apologies again. I think Nick, you were going to say something, weren't you?
Yeah, so apologies. Well, hopefully, we've deployed a fix just now, so hopefully it is fixed. Obviously, it was really inopportune or not the best time for this to happen tonight, but it is what it is, and apologies to everybody, and we will be refunding everybody their tokens for the national teams. You may not get the refunds tonight, though. That's a manual thing that we'll have to do, so that may not happen until tomorrow. But we will give everybody their tokens back that they paid for the teams this month. And yeah, apologies again. All right, thanks, Nick. Yeah, so everybody will get their tokens back because it has been a bit of a mess so far. So hopefully that will mean that you can get involved again next month or whatever you want to do with them. Right, so Nick. Get those games kicking off if you're available, and we'll get back online. Looks like most of the people are green now, so should be good to go. I think most of the people with national teams that I can see there. So hopefully these guys are all ready to get back going again. And sure, they'll start in the next minute or so. Okay, great. So won't be too long. Okay. So yeah, Con, who do you fancy again for the final? Did I actually get a straight answer out of you in the end?
Yeah, I think I said maybe Italy, but if I was going to choose one underdog, maybe the US. So and I think I also said Argentina in the end. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Did you go Argentina?
Yeah. Either proved me right. Argentina. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, look, Delta is back, so you got to fancy Germany as well. I don't know. I'm going to say everyone in the end.
Yeah, let's just say all of them. Yeah, we're bound to hit it with one of them. Yeah. You notice I keep asking you because I have no idea. So, I'm the same. Yeah. Okay, we've got games started up again. So we are going to take a look at where we're going to go, Con. I'll let you choose because I always say, who are we going to go to? And then I just pick one. So this time I'm going to let you choose.
Let's go to England, Portugal. Let's see Roy, Johnny.
Okay, Roy isn't back yet by the look of it, but Johnny is. We'll be hopefully.
Well, actually, let's find someone who they're both online. So
yeah, we'll find one that's something.
Since we're talking about Bader, let's choose either Argentina or Belgium. Let's see.
Okay, let's see. So
Argentina, Czech, yeah.
Argentina, Czech Republic. Oh, Bader's not going to be happy with that start. Czech Republic have got their nose in front, and we're just seeing the commentary just catching up with the scoreline there. So Bader's like, no, you've jinxed me. Right, so let's see. Can Bader? Right, Bader, the pressure's on now. You've got to show us your tactical skills and how you're going to turn this round. So, and the worst thing is, Connor's predicted you're going to win this. Well, actually, it was one of a few. So that if that isn't a curse, I don't know what is. So
Well, baby steps. Let's beat Czech Republic. Let's start with this match.
Okay, so we're going to stick with you for a minute and see what you're going to do about this, because Czech Republic are looking good early doors. Certainly, yeah, indeed. Certainly, certainly no walkovers. Czech Republic. They're more than capable. They did really well in their group, and in the chat is the manager. He's not there at the moment. I'm going to have a quick look. I think you were doing pretty well, weren't you, with Argentina, Bader? Oh, you're not playing your second string side or something. No, look at that. He's already dealt with this. This will be a shock of the group, because Argentina are looking really good in this one. So what we'll do is, because this one, although Bader, I'm going to come back and have a look in a few minutes, and I'm going to see that it's 2-1 to you, maybe. Oh, this is it, right? Okay, Austria, Italy, Kev versus Rico. So Rico started fairly well in this one.
Yeah.
Kev will probably 3 points would be very welcome if Kev can nick this one. We're going to have a very look at the group, guys, and then we're going to come back and watch her. So these two are going well in this one. Rico looks like he's got it done and dusted. Kev, 3 points would be massive to put him clear of Russia if he can hold on to it, and that would be a pretty decent effort. And Kevin's going. Kevin's got 5 at the back. Of course he has. I like it. So what are you going to do, Rico? Are we going to turn this one around?
Who's the other one? Russia is led by Sid Barrett and Hungary by M. Husey. Let's see how they on, because these little details they play their little role. Let's see, M. Husey's not online.
So we've got so it's actually the left back who's put Austria 1-0 up here. Florian Kellner.
Yeah, and Sid is not on. So
these two are strong
the only
favourites.
online. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Con. I'll keep interrupting you as usual.
Now there's like a 3-second delay. That's why. So yeah, Austria and Italy. You guys are the only online users in your group right now, as of now. So, and you're also leading the group, so it looks good for you guys.
Yeah, and it's 1-1. And
Italy's the other team I predicted.
yeah. Basically, every game we're going to look at. yeah. So, yeah, I think Rico's got a fair chance. He started well in the group as well. I think Kev's going to get through with Austria as well, because I think
I think they're going to go through.
And if he can nick a point here, it probably make his life a bit easier. Obviously, he's probably playing for a point with 5 at the back. I know he was a goal up, so he probably hasn't changed it completely yet. But we'll come back to this one because they're tacticking at half time. We'll see who else we can find. Who haven't we seen yet? Let's have a look. Wales and Brazil. Let's have a look at Wales. I don't think we've watched Wales in action yet. Are these guys on? Who's Wales? Rob Smith. And Prime we know wasn't there earlier. So I think these guys might be offline, so we'll go back. If not...
Let's see who's online.
They are offline, so we'll come back. Okay. Uruguay's... Oh, okay.
Actually, Denmark is not online.
Okay. There's a few games. So we go to Portugal, England, because it started now. Should be well underway by now, I would think. Okay, so Roy appears to have disappeared at the moment. But Johnny is online, and we'll take this one to half time. We'll just see how Johnny's doing. And as we joined it, Portugal got back in it with make it 2-1. The problem problem Roy's got is he's not online and his team's playing defensive. So
so there's no way of getting back into the game. Yeah.
I mean, obviously they'll probably have the odd chance, but it does definitely limits your options.
I'll tell you what, at halftime you can go see Bulgaria-Greece because they're both online and it's 1-1.
Okay. Hello, Johnny. We're going to leave you at halftime because we've got another game to go and see, but looking good for you at the moment. I've noticed the big gun is on already. Okay, right, that's half time. We're going to go straight to Bulgaria versus Greece, which is right here. Sir Jim McLean is in charge of Bulgaria. We haven't seen them yet, so how's it going, guys? Slim is in charge of Greece, and we've seen Slim a few times in recent tournaments, so he's definitely he definitely likes to get involved. He's doing a pretty good job with Greece, to be fair. We're going to have a quick look at the table.
Yeah, and my guy scored another goal for Greece.
So
nice.
This is a massive game. This is actually a decider, probably. Greece do have one game left after this, but
Greece just scored the second goal.
Oh, that's going to take Greece through. That is going to take Greece through if they can hold on to it, I think. This is massive, so Bulgaria needs something.
Yeah, exactly, because it's Bulgaria's last match, right?
Yeah. So he probably played a couple before tonight, I'm guessing. So, Jim, now if they can nick a point, that means Greece have got to get something in their last game. Oh, 2-2. It's a cracking game. All to play for. So I don't know who Greece has got in their last fixture. So that's a lot of that. If Slim has got to play Argentina, he's going to be a lot more concerned than if he's got to play Czech Republic, I suspect. But this keeps Bulgaria in the tournament. Oh no! Greece have got... It's 3-2. It's 3-2. It's got 6 minutes injury time to do something. And they've been a little bit unlucky here, Bulgaria. Oh, it's unlucky, Sir Jim. Sorry to see you go. At least we managed to catch a bit of you here. Well played and unlucky, because I think you probably edged this game and you've just been killed with a sucker punch there. But that's going to mean that Slim is going to go through to the knockouts, I think. Pretty sure that does the business for him. So a little double check. Yeah, looks like Slim has taken Greece through. So that's a pretty good effort. He's won the battle. Argentina were always going to win this group. But that late goal could be absolutely huge. If they've got Argentina in their last game, which they may have, then... no, they haven't.
Yeah,
they'd have been playing Czech Republic, because Czech Republic got 3 left. Yeah. Okay. Oops, wrong button. So, where should we go and see? Oh, we got to have a look at this. Netherlands 0, Australia 1. What's going on here? What's happening, Steph?
Oh, okay.
So, Steph is up against it early on. I've noticed he's changed things around a little bit. He had a Max McCart up top by himself in the previous game. He's got Hookman up there this time. I'm pretty sure that they've probably got the...
For Australia? No.
I think Roy's got Australia.
Troy.
Yeah, but he's not there. Maybe he's having connection problems, because he is usually here. So that's a real shame if he's having problems. This is quite the interesting group, this one, because although Netherlands have got
Roy is also
he's Portugal, isn't
Portugal, so maybe he's logged in with Portugal.
Oh wow! Look at this, 2-0. If Australia
he's logged in with Portugal. Yeah.
If Australia can nick points in this game, that'd be huge for them, because this is definitely not one they'd be expecting to get points from.
Actually, Roy is beating England 4-2 with Portugal. And
wow!
He's beating Netherlands here 2-0.
Oh my goodness! Look at this. What is going on?
God.
I'm going to say that this game isn't over. I think Steph might go attacking and see if he can turn this one round. I don't think it's impossible. And we know Steph's pretty good with Netherlands. He's won the World Cup with them before, so It's definitely not having much luck though. They've scored 3 of their 4 on target, and they're actually looking really, really dangerous. Probably 3-0 is very, very harsh, but they certainly right in this one. So Steph, I know you're not liking this, but we're gonna leave it in this state, and we're gonna go and check that other game. So good luck in trying to turn this one around.
Just a quick update. Portugal beat England 4-2 just now. That means, what does that mean? Let's see what that means.
You can keep me updated on the group situation. So this one's just coming to an end. Gabriel has ousted Rodney Farber here. That could be pretty big in this group, I think. So we're just catching the last few seconds of this game. So that's
England
a
and
massive
Portugal
win for Gabriel.
Through.
Right, so England and Portugal through from Group A already. This is big for Gabriel and the United States, as I was saying. So I don't know if this group's over yet, though. We'll have a little look. I can't remember if there was a big gun in this group that's going to cause some problems, but it does look like that's going to be a really big win. But look at that! I forgot. Yeah, Brazil are in the group, aren't they? So Rodney Farber is definitely up against it here. He needs to win his last 2 to keep in this. But yeah, Gabriel's doing a great job with the United States, and if they can. I don't know if they're going to stay ahead of Brazil. We'll see.
Scotland is doing well. Huh? I'm just looking at the group now. 3 out of 3 wins. Scotland. Let's see.
Doing very nicely, aren't they? Let's have a look. Quick check up on.
Richard has. Yeah.
Hungary got their nose in front against Italy. We're only going to pop to this one briefly because I think Rico's got this group already. I don't know if that's sewn up, but he's certainly looking pretty strong in it. But yeah, Hungary have got their nose in front here. Okay. Right, we haven't seen much of France, so let's have a quick look and see how they're doing.
Yeah, let's see. We haven't seen a lot from this group because two of the teams are not managed by any user.
Yes. So they've missed a penalty. They can afford to have missed. Mayumba has missed a penalty and then made up for it with a goal. So he'll be hoping to get this one done and dusted so he can... it looking pretty dominant here.
Yeah. If you're going to miss a penalty, it's better you miss it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Give you early in the game. At least you've got plenty of time to keep going. But yeah, France are France looking good in this one. We'll take it to half time.
Early on in the group stage. Yeah.
So Harry Hornet is the France manager here. I can't remember who the manager's name was before this one. Is it Bancel who usually takes France? So it might be, maybe it's him. I'm not sure.
True.
But either way, they're looking pretty good early on. So let's have a quick check of the group table. Then we'll take that one up to half time. So Scotland and France is going to be tussling for this. So we'll make sure we catch the Scotland-France game, Kong, because that's going to be important. Who wins this group, I think. So we'll take this one up to half time. So keep your eyes open for that one.
Yeah.
We'll take this one up to half time. Looks like the French are going to take the points here, but at 1-0 up, you want that second goal, don't you? Make yourself feel a little bit safer.
Elsewhere, Scotland is beating Ecuador 1-0.
Okay. Well, we've taken this one in, haven't we? So that's at half time. So let's have a little look at Scotland very quick. Yeah. See how Rich is getting on. Looks like he's going very, very nicely. Rich just popped in to see how you're getting on. And I think Rich usually tunes in, so hopefully he's here.
It's going to be four out of 4 wins. So.
Yeah, looking very good. And you've got to keep the pressure on France. It means he can afford to draw the France game and win the group if he can win these out of a couple of games. So this is pretty important for him, I think. So it's a pretty even game, Ecuador, given as good they got here. Unusual wide forwards formation from Rich.
Ooh.
Obviously working pretty well for him. I don't know if this is what he's normally been doing, or if this is just an experiment on his part. That's something a bit different. certainly looks like qualifications in the bag. So he might be experimenting a little.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So, well done, Rich. Keep going there, mate. I just started chatting there right at the end, I think. Right. Okay. Where are we going to go? Uruguay, Netherlands. That should be 2 users online if Paula's back. He's not at the moment, so we'll. That's just kicking off. So
Spain, Switzerland, maybe as well.
Okay.
No, they're off.
The Switzerland was online earlier, so I think we. Oh no, I think they're both there. I think these guys are both there. The Switzerland manager's certainly around because he's online, if you know what I mean. Mike Marsden is the Switzerland manager, but it is Peter Garrett who has got Spain in charge here. So we're at half time. Let's have a quick look at the group.
Yeah, and again, it's the only 2 online. Not online. It's the only 2 users in this group. The other 2 are AI.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, this will be.
So it is quite an important match. So it's whoever wins here, because Spain, they've only played 2 matches.
Yes.
So they can still finish first. So.
Absolutely. So Peter Garrett's obviously been holding off on his request match button just to just wait and see how the group progresses. But he's looking pretty good here. If he wins this game, I think he's going to be a very strong favourite to win the group. Switzerland definitely looking like they're going through though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
so hopefully Mike will be back because he's definitely online. But maybe with all the problems, Pete's just saying that he doesn't appear to be there, but I'm sure he'll be back, and it's probably not a disaster that he misses this one as long as he can get back in. So Mike's another guy in my league actually, so I know Mike's usually likes to play his games live. So hopefully he'll be back. But it looks like Spain have got this one. So no, we'll stick around for a couple more, so if they can get a second. They're definitely deservedly in front. Possibly an injury to deal with here, though. Sergio Santoyo.
Is he? Let's see. Is he online? Maybe I can message him.
Yeah. Mike Marsden, but Peter's already tried to message him, I think. So I wouldn't worry too much, Con. I'm sure he's probably just popped away from the machine for a few minutes. Okay, but let's stick to this one to the end. See if Peter can hold on to this one. I think that's, as I said, winning your group is going to be pretty important in this. So I think if he can hold on to this, he's pretty certain to win it. Oh.
Who is that? Because that's Switzerland. Because they both have the same colours. So.
Yeah, Rizat Maya, and that's one of my players, Maya. So
really? Okay.
Sorry, Peter. That's my striker has done you over. There's not too much in this game, but Spain have been the better team overall. Now Peter is doing some tacticking to see if he can get that late winner. Either way, they're still looking pretty good. This is important
actually for Switzerland because this might mean that they get to finish first. See.
Absolutely. I suspect as long as for Peter, I think as long as they don't lose this game, I still think they're favourite for the group. But obviously, if you can win it now, then you're a lot more comfortable.
Difference.
Yeah.
They have a 4-point difference. So and they've got 3 matches remaining, Spain. So it's pretty.
So I think they're looking pretty good. Oh, hello. Yeah. Oh, and they've only gone and nicked it in injury time. Peter, were you the injury time specialist a couple of months ago? Kept scoring when you had England. It was kept getting him in the last minute. All right, he's going to be pretty happy with that. That means this group is looking very, very tidy for Peter now. So well done, Peter. And you see those late changes make all the difference when you can just bring on fresh legs late on. Yeah. As you can see, that puts Spain in charge of this group now. It might be that Mike's taking a little break because he's finished his matches. So with that one, he probably knows that unless there's a complete set of freak results, he's going through. So hopefully he'll be back. But that's a nice late winner for Peter there. Okay, Romania-Belgium, I think we'll have a very quick look at. See how Bader's getting on with them. Haven't seen too much of Bader's Belgian side yet. Little chat going on here. Mr. Muscles obviously had been done over by Romania at some point by the look of things.
Yeah, Romania is led by Razi, huh? But he seems to be.
Yeah, he's not there, which is a shame because he's quite a good manager. It'd make this group even more interesting. So I already think it's a pretty interesting one. Darko has been turning this round though. Look, as we suspected, dodgy start, but he is really getting in.
The moment he came back online, everything changed. Yeah.
So this is massive. This one actually. Estonia and Belgium are going to be.
Estonia, Belgium.
I'm hoping that's the last game. We're definitely going to watch it if it is. So let's see. Belgium got this one done and dusted. So Bader, is it Estonia? Will that be the last game? That's Mr. Muscle, isn't it? So we'll see if Bader's listening and can answer that one. If that is, we'll keep an eye out for that one and we'll watch that. I think.
But Belgium, Belgium looks like they're going to win this fight. So by winning this, they are. Where are they?
Well, that's why I was just having a look at the group, and this is huge.
Yeah, they're in the same points. Yeah, exactly. You're right. So they're going to be in the same level points, 8 points each, and yeah, exactly. And one match remaining. So yeah, it will be interesting if it's that last match. Yeah.
Right. I'm just looking at the chat. Mr. Muscle saying that Razi's watching. I think he's a Kilmarnock fan. So yeah, he could definitely be watching Rangers versus Kilmarnock. So that's a shame it's clashed. So that's probably where he is. But either way, Bader's taking full advantage here. 3-0. And we'll keep an eye on this group because that's going to go right to the wire, that one. Peter's just asking about token refund on chat. But yes, they're going to... Nick said the tokens will be refunded for tonight. Because obviously we've had issues. It hasn't gone as smoothly as we'd like. So yeah, Nick said all the tokens for the national teams will be refunded. So hopefully that will make up for it a little. Okay, let's have a look. Just a few goals in this one. France 3-2 up on Ecuador. Ecuador giving quite a good account of themselves actually, considering they haven't got a manager. So they must have a half decent side, you know.
Oh wow!
And look at this, 3-3, all in the first half. This is a belter of a game.
Okay.
4-3. It's a cracking match. And the strikers are really look. Both Ecuador strikers have scored.
Yeah.
Both the France strikers have scored. Actually, I mean, you obviously expect them to be more likely to score than the other players, but it's quite interesting. So we'll come back. We'll keep an eye on this scoreline. 4-3. That's a belter.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Okay, Rich has got his nose in front against Chile as well, going very nicely at the moment. Oh, we've got to have a look at this.
Ooh,
Turkey 6, Portugal 3. It's a cracker. And they're both there. What a match this is.
They're both Roy teams. Both Turkey and Portugal are...
No, Simon Brennan is Turkey.
Yeah, I know, but in the past...
Roy yes, he has. Yeah. It's a shame we've missed some of this game. This would have been a cracker to watch.
Crazy, huh? It's like ping pong.
Yeah, it's a belting game. We'll have a look at the group standings after this one as well. But it's certainly looking good for Turkey here. I've got a feeling this is the most important game, Turkey and Portugal. Wow. I mean, Roy's had no choice. He's got to attack because I think this game is just hugely important. Looks like game over anyway. 7-3. What scoreline?
That's a crazy score. Is Turkey that good? Where are they? Let's check.
So that might be before.
I think it's a bit too late, though. Huh?
I don't know. It depends if that was the game or not.
It was because Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal played 6. So what that effectively does is keeps Turkey in the tournament. So well done, Simon. Knew you had to win, and you have, but needs to beat England in the last game.
Okay, England-Turkey. Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye out for that one. So I'm sure Roy will be watching that with a lot of interest as well.
We've got 2 matches we're looking forward to: England, Turkey, and Estonia, Belgium.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye out for that one as well. Right.
If they're playing against each other.
Looks like Steph is dominating Uruguay there. Where else should we go? How's Kev getting on with Austria? We haven't seen him for a little while. He's got his nose in front. Just literally, I think this might be the goal we're just about to see here. Maybe we're actually being a good sign for someone, Kev. Oh, injury to Kev's goalkeeper though. I hope he's got one on the bench.
Ooh.
That wouldn't be ideal. I think Kev was looking pretty good to take second place in this group already.
Yes, yeah.
But I'm going to have a look anyway, see if this is vital or not. Oh, Russia have come back into it. He needs to win this one. This is actually a really, really tight group. So he does need to win this one. So I think we should watch this and see if Kev can hold on.
And actually Hungary is still in it as well.
Yeah,
They've got
are.
3 matches remaining, and they're only 2 points behind Russia. So.
Oh, that's a massive goal. Massive goal.
Okay.
Slightly against the run of play as well. Looks like Kev did have a goalkeeper on the bench, thankfully. So that's good. Always put a goalie on the bench, guys. So luckily he had one there. And if he wins this game, it puts him back in pole position because he's obviously slipped up somewhere. And Hungary not being online, I can't do anything about this. But they've been unlucky in this game. They're right in this. I think Austria just finished well, and probably the fact that Kev's been able to make subs has just made the difference in this late part of the game, hasn't it? Let's just take this to its conclusion and make sure Kev's going to get the points there. Right, Kev is right in there. It's a big 3 points for Austria. Oh, here we go. I think we should just quickly check up on Darko, so we haven't managed to catch him yet. Before we go to that big Estonia-Belgium match, which I think is going to be huge. So, let's see. Darko's done well. Since he's been online, he's turned Germany right round, and they are looking very, very good to go through now. A quick look at the group table.
And we've got Estonia, Belgium as well.
Absolutely. So that's the other one in this group. So Germany are actually through because Belgium and Estonia are playing each other. But this will if Darko holds on to that one, it will confirm the group win. So we'll keep an eye on that score, and we're going to go and see Estonia versus Belgium. This game, who goes through if it's a draw? Come.
Let me check. Quickly.
Everything riding on this one.
Belgium goes through. If it's a draw. Yeah.
Right, and they've got their nose in front as well. Now, it has to be said, Mr. Muscle had an amazing start with Estonia early on in this one. Looked like you can somehow... Did they beat Germany? I think they might have beaten Germany. It looked like he's going to somehow sneak Estonia into the knockouts. But
they've only got 1 loss.
Yeah, but it looks like the tough group with Belgium and Germany might be too much for them. But he's still in there. When it gets to half time, I'll have a quick look at the table just to confirm it. Mr. Muscle's patented Christmas tree formation is in effect once more. And actually...
Turkey is also happening, huh? Let me see.
We'll take a look at that in a minute as well.
But it's 0-0 over there. Still in the first half, so we've got time.
Okay, all to play for in this one. And Estonia are a little unlucky to be behind here. Mr. Muscle's got them set up very, very nicely, it seems. We're going to check out the table while it's half time there. So, as Con correctly said, Belgium have got that all-important better goal difference. So, even if Estonia can get that equaliser, it's going to take through. But yeah, this is a great effort from Estonia to be right in this group. But it would have been even more interesting if Romania, if If Kilmarnock weren't playing tonight, Steve would have been on that. That would have been really interesting. But yeah, Darko looks like he's come back and won this one, and so it's all on this game. Right, so he's gone. He's moved from his Christmas tree now. It's changed. It's no longer a Christmas tree. It's a very, very attacking formation with only two defensive players. So he's got to win the game. So yeah, it's.
He needs to win the game, and he's also looking at Belgium's formation. They only have one striker up front.
Yeah,
so
that's very true, Con. Yeah. He may be countering that. I think that's probably a good play. He's pressing. Really going for this. It's 1-1. Right, this is interesting. Right now, the thing Mr. Muscle does need to do is get a winner though. Now, Bader, what have you got to stop him doing that? Because Bader will be happy if this is a draw.
All right, so England-Turkey is still 0-0, and what happens over there?
Belgium 2-1.
Turkey needs to beat England. Just one goal is enough, and they're through, and it's 0-0.
Okay. We'll catch that one if we can. We're just going to hold on to this one. Belgium have got their noses in front. Now, that Estonia need 2 goals now. It's been a brave fight, but surely they can't come back and win this one. Weirder things have happened in the Twitch stream, though, has to be said.
he just toggled his formation.
Okay. He's maybe gone too far with this one now.
Well,
looks like Belgium.
It's a risk.
Yeah, had to go for it. Had to go for it. I don't think anyone watching will blame Mr. Muscles for his efforts here. It had to be tried. He's got a short, high,
Mr.
pressing,
Muscle, you're
trying
a good
everything.
manager. You just showed everyone that you're a really good manager, and who knows if you had the better team, what you can do.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see who takes next month. But Bader's going to march on here, and Bader's had. He's got two sides in this at the moment, and I think they're both still got. Surely not. Surely they're not going to come back into it.
I just want to inform everyone it's 1-0 now for Turkey, and that means they're going through.
Oh, wow. Roy will not be happy about that. I'm sure he's watching that with eager interest. Plenty of time for Johnny to bring the Brayson brothers on to make the difference, though. Oh, hello! Surely not.
Okay.
Surely he's not going to come back. It's 3-3, and at the moment... At the moment, I tell you what, you look at the stats, it's such an even game. That is a fair scoreline. One more goal and Estonia can sneak through here. One more goal. It's a great game. If you're going to go out fighting. They've got a chance.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's tackled. Bader's not having that. He's gone defensive. I don't blame him. He's made his subs. Trying to limit Estonia's chances, and I think they're going to have a late chance.
One last shot. Oh, something you could
just gone wide. Oh, they're diving to try and get a penalty as well. They're trying everything. Vartan could have got sent off there. Look, he already had a booking. He just got warned for diving.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
another chance. Oh, belting game. Great effort, Mr. Muscle. But Mr. Muscle and Estonia are going to bow out. But I tell you what, 9 points with Estonia in the finals is a great effort. So
exactly, and against Germany as well. Germany and Belgium.
Yeah, I think you got takes a lot of credit there. But unlucky. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Bader will march on.
Yep. And that's the second team, actually, that marches on, because Argentina are also through.
Excellent.
And it seems like Turkey are also through, because they just beat England 1-0.
Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that one. And is the game over?
Refresh.
Is the game over?
It just finished now.
Oh, literally just finished.
It's over. Yeah.
Well, that is a turn up. So, weren't expecting that one. I mean, Turkey look pretty pretty decent, don't they? But you wasn't expecting that. England had dominated that group. I assume they've still won it. It's tight, isn't it? Another team going out with 9 points. Very unlucky, Roy. You don't expect to go out when you get 9 points. Roy continually gets Portugal into the knockout stages. This month he's just missed out, but that was probably one of the hardest groups as well. Denmark are definitely no pushovers. Okay.
I think if we look at the groups right now, it looks like we've, who's left. I mean,
okay. Sorry, let's have a quick look. Yeah. So, Group A and Group B are done and dusted. Group C is done and dusted as far as who's going to qualify. Spain have got that group wrapped up as well. Scotland and France, keep an eye out for that.
That's finished. Okay.
Okay, that looks. Scotland have. I'm assuming they've got to play actually. Scotland versus France. So keep an eye out for that one. Come, we'll definitely watch that because that's going to be decide who wins the group. Still a couple of games there. Brazil, I think they're going on right now. And there's a couple. Yeah, we're getting towards the business end of the groups here, guys.
It's finished for Estonia. Yeah, it's finished for Estonia. Yeah, obviously, we saw that.
Scotland, Brazil, Scotland, France is going on right now. Let's catch it if we can, unless it's just finished. Oh, it's just coming to the end. So, Rich is. Yes, Harry Hornet is going to be pretty happy with that. He's got France through, and he needed to beat them to make sure he won the group.
For the first spot, yeah. For the top
spot. So this is pretty important actually. But Scotland, I mean, Rich has done brilliantly with Scotland tonight. They've got 5 points out of 5 before this one. But sorry,
Poland, Brazil. Poland, Brazil is interesting because Poland need to beat Brazil to move on.
Oh, excellent! Right, okay. Let's see, Poland, Brazil.
Let's see it.
Oh, Poland will need a big win as well, won't they? Looking at
they need a big win. Yeah, they need
United States to slip up. Let's see how United States do, because that's get 1-1 there as well. Looks like Poland is struggling.
Yeah.
We'll have a very quick look at that, and then we'll catch the United States game as well. So this group's coming to a conclusion. Right, that one is about half time. So we've seen Rodney Farber turn some games around before, so we'll come back and have a look and see if he can do that. But against Brazil, that's going to be tough. They might have just got third looking at that as well. So Gabriel knows he needs a point here. Gabriel knows he needs a point to get through here. Oh, Rob Smith's made it online. Probably too late to affect the group, unfortunately. That's a real shame because he's one of the regulars into the knockout stages actually. So it's good to see him just in time there. But obviously didn't make that much of it.
I found a nice match to watch. It's Austria-Hungary.
Okay, I'm going to go there in a moment.
Austria needs to beat Hungary to move on, and it's 1-1, and it's the 3rd minute.
Early on then, excellent.
Yeah.
So we just saw Rob Smith's Wales bowing out there, but obviously he wasn't online for the early ones, so he couldn't affect the matches as much as he'd like to. But good to see him online before the end. And we see that Gabriel got the point he needed to go through there, so he's done well. United States march on.
Mm-hmm. And this is the only remaining group that's undecided, I think, now.
Right, shall we have a look?
Yeah.
Let's have a look while this one's going on. So Kev's Austria, isn't he?
And
so
Husey has.
No, Group C's still going. Can't. I think, although that would the. Oh, do you mean the teams? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but we know who's
going through. Yes. Oh wow, Austria need a point to get through. Austria need a point. So yeah, you're right. We'll watch that one. And Hungary got their noses in front early on. So is Kev hiding? Because he's not there at the moment.
Let me see where he is.
Surely he wants to be online for this one. So this is one of the last important games in the World Cup group stages, and Hungary are getting their nose in front. And Kev is not there to change his 5 at the back. This is disastrous for Kev, I think. He really needs to be there so he can he can deal with this, I think. It's a good setup for when you're playing a good side, but I'm pretty sure when you're 2-1 down, when you need a point to get through, it's not how Kev would want it.
Amazing that these two countries used to be one huge empire once upon a time.
Yeah, imagine this game in the 50s, but it was an absolute classic as well. There used to be some very good footballing sides there. I think because neither uses there, I think we'll just pop to somewhere else there.
Kev had to pop out for like 5 minutes. Hopefully he'll make it back in.
Yeah. Tell him he's in trouble. Yeah. Right, Spain surprisingly 3-2 down here. Is this going to matter, or is this group done and dusted?
No,
this one's done and dusted. So it may be. It may be that there's a bit of experimentation going on here because Peter knows he's through already. Maybe not. I don't know. Might just be he's getting unlucky looking at the stats actually. Colombia has scored with their 3 shots on target.
Yeah.
But I don't think if you're going to have bad luck, Peter, I think this is a good one to have bad luck in, considering it just doesn't matter too much, considering the state of the group. And maybe he's had a chance to have a look at a couple of other players as well, so that might be a blessing in disguise in the end. But Colombia get a shock win.
And it's their first win as well.
Yes, they've not really had much luck, so they've then beaten the group winners. So that's not quite updated yet, but I'm sure it will shortly. Brazil have dominated Poland in the end. I'm guessing that Poland just had to attack, so there's probably no choice there. Let's just see if Kev's AI.
So actually, there were only 4 AIs this season. It was Colombia, Kosovo, Ecuador, and Chile, and they're all out from the group stage. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. We want users to get as far as possible, don't we? That's why I'm hoping. Because we haven't seen the Hungary manager online, M. Husey. So unless he's going to come online, obviously we'd quite like to see Kev nick an equaliser here, but I'm not sure it's going to happen with 5 at the back. You never know, though. Got Feitinga, who definitely gets a few goals for Austria.
The thing is that he knew he had to pop out. He's put a defensive side to be on the safe side. But, you don't need the defensive side here.
Yeah, and he's probably, because he knew he needed a point, he was probably playing for that.
Yeah. No, it was smart thinking, but
Yeah, if you've got to go out, you got to go out, haven't you? It's just a shame. But you never know. It's not over yet.
Does he need just a point? Let me see.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he just needs a point.
It's not going to happen.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a shame. But if M. Husey comes online, he'll be very, very pleased to see. Have Hungary snuck through?
Yeah. No.
Oh, not quite. No. So who's snuck through in this group?
It's Italy and Russia. It's Italy and Russia that went through here.
Who had Russia? Sid Barrett, I think. So yes. If Sid Barrett comes along at some point, he's going to find his team through. So pretty happy with that. Very unlucky to Kev in Austria. We are getting very, very close to the end of this now. Got Brazil and Poland is playing as we speak. I'm not sure Rodney Farber will want to see that one too much, considering what the scoreline was. Oh my goodness! I think we got to have a look now.
I missed the qualification for 1 point, and typical Uruguay. They always finish third.
Yeah. Poland couldn't even get a consolation. It's just been one of those. Look at that. That's a harsh scoreline. Look at that. I know that Brazil have had more shots than that, but yeah, I mean that. 7-0 is slightly harsh. Just got so much clinical, so many clinical players there. So many clinical players. Okay, let's have a look at Peter Garrett.
This is the last match of the group stage.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. So we'll have a quick look at this because I know Peter is there. So we'll see. See if
This
he
is
gets
the last match. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Have you checked through the tables, Con? Has every other group finished?
Yeah. It's Kosovo, Spain, right? Yeah. Everyone else is finished. Then.
So we'll do a little summary of the groups in a moment. We'll take in a little bit of this game though. Mighty effort from Kosovo to make the finals. But now we're at my favourite part of tonight's show is the knockouts. I love the knockouts. They're always the best bit. You usually get some good user versus user tussles. There's always a few good ones.
Yeah.
The only problem is not knowing which ones to watch, isn't it? Half the time. So.
No, we always try to find the online ones, the online users.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Nick, will this, if you're there, will this start straight away after? Will the knockouts start straight away afterwards?
So,
well, I'll ask Nick when he's probably busy at the moment. But, at least everything seems to be going along nicely at the moment. So that's the main thing after the problems we had earlier.
So Rico's still. So who's still in it? The users: Rico, Bader, Darko, Sid Barrett, Steph, Joey, Mike Martson, Rich, Harry Hornet, Peter Garrett, MG Gabriel, Brian. Johnny and Simon Brennan. So we've got big names here. We've got big names.
Absolutely, should be going to be interesting, isn't it? And most of those are online as well. So there should be some really good tussles in the last 16 here, I think. And we'll see who gets lucky and unlucky with the draw, because there's been some horrendous routes to the final for certain teams. I think we've seen United States and Northern Ireland somehow get to the final with the odd kind route, haven't we? And I think, is it Turkey in the past maybe had a kind route into the finals as well? And then half the draw is an absolute nightmare, like the real World Cup this year, in fact.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got a good point there.
So,
but the three best all-time leaderboards, I'm looking at the all-time leaderboard. The three best users are all online and they're all through. Steph with Netherlands, Gabriel with the States, and Rico with Italy.
Right. So all to play for then, and those leaderboard points. Okay. So, shall we have a quick look at a little summary of the group tables while this one's going on? Because we know Spain are through anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And then hopefully we can get straight on with the knockouts afterwards, assuming Nick is ready to go with that. So Group A. Very, very unlucky for Roy here, because he must have thought he had a great chance going through with England versus Turkey in the last game. But Turkey pulled one out of the bag, and Simon Brennan has got them through, and he's going to be delighted with that. That's a terrific effort to get them through. So are we going to see another USA-style run to the final for him? Don't know. But as you'd expect, Johnny Brayson took England through as the group winners. But actually, pretty competitive group, this one. Denmark picking up points as well. Not a lot in that one.
Yeah.
Now, obviously,
it's become a bit of a trademark for Simon Brennan to always score in the last minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll see if that continues. Group B, Argentina completely dominated. So Bader really looking good with Argentina. So we interested to see who they get in the last 16. Excellent effort from Greece. That is who's the Greece? That's Slim, isn't it? So Slim's got Greece through, and that's a really good effort, I think, with Greece. So you must be pleased with that one, Con. Sir Jim McLean. We just caught a little bit of Sir Jim at the end with Bulgaria. Again, got some points on the board, but Greece just edged them out in that last game, didn't they? We've seen Peter Garrett has won the group with Spain, and Switzerland safely through in second. We've seen Mike Marsden was on earlier. Hopefully he isn't too far away. Group D, that big game at the end of the group there. France beat Scotland to win the group. Now that could be huge. Could give them a much more favourable draw. And Rich will be pretty happy with Scotland through comfortably in second. So be pretty happy with how they're playing, even if he'd have liked to have snuck the group. So yes, Harry Hornet and Rich going through there. Group E, Brazil. Brian's set up Brazil pretty nicely. He's not online, unfortunately, but I think they're probably a team you wouldn't really want to play either at this stage, Brazil. Gabriel's done nicely with United States to get them through. Ronnie Farber didn't have a lot of luck with Poland, I think it's fair to say, today, so he's browed out.
He was unlucky, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been unlucky. And a pretty tough group, because all these users are all pretty good, actually, because Rob Smith came in at the end there to manage Wales, but unfortunately not early enough to be able to affect things, because I think it have made life a little bit more difficult for Poland and the US there as well. Group F, Italy. Rico's got Italy to the top of that one, and Russia have snuck in ahead of Austria. They needed a bit of help from Hungary at the end, but really tight group, this one, and Kev will be a bit disappointed just to miss out. And it's Sid Barrett, if he comes online. I don't know if he's been there at all yet, but he has Russia in the knockouts if he comes online. Great turnaround from Darko when he came online to turn Germany's fortunes around, and that huge game between Belgium and Estonia, one of the best of the round.
Huge game, yeah.
And Estonia, Mr. Muscle nearly took Estonia through. That would have been a terrific effort, but Bader's got Belgium through. So we'll see how he's going to manage his last 16 games in a minute. And finally, Group H, Netherlands. Steph, we didn't see enough of this group, actually. We'll try and catch a little bit more of Netherlands and Sweden here. So Netherlands go through comfortably with Steph, and Sweden are the team that go through with them. Terrific effort from Joey Deacon there, getting them through in second place. And it's Uruguay and Australia who knock out. That's Paul and Roy. Good group, that one, actually. Nice tight group. So, I think that is the World Cup group stages done and dusted.
There is a chance that Belgium will face Argentina because it's first place versus second place, and they're both managed by Bader, so that would be fun.
Be fun. What's he going to do? Yeah. Nick, if you're there and available, we'd love to see the knockout stages as soon as you're ready.
Sure. I'll just message him. Right.
Looks like
so. It might be a new team this time. But having said that, all the teams that won it before are still in it. So could go either way.
Yeah, could be.
Spain won the
Sweden
is in it. Italy is in it. Germany is in it. Netherlands are in it. Yeah.
Yeah, all the big guns there. No major shocks in the group. Who do you want to avoid finishing second? Obviously, Scotland going pretty well. United States with Gabriel in charge wouldn't be your best draw either. So I'm trying to see if there's any of the real big guns who have finished second. But it's generally the big sides have won the groups here, haven't they?
Yeah.
So the favourites from each group actually have won them.
Yes.
The one that looked in trouble a little bit was Scotland. Looked like they might pick France, but they didn't in the end. So basically, if you finish second in your group, you've got a nasty fixture coming up, I suspect. I'm not sure you'd fancy any of those. Would you fancy Netherlands, Germany, Italy, Brazil, France, Spain, Argentina, or England Cup?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's so important to finish first. And we've got a draw. Let's see who's drawn with who.
Right. Okay, here we go. Italy will host Switzerland. Brazil will play Russia. So I should say who's who. Rico's Italy will play Mike Marsden's Switzerland. Brian's Brazil play against Sid Barrett's Russia. Steph's Netherlands. That's a tough task for Simon Brennan's Turkey. Germany will host Greece, which is Darko against Slim. Bader's. It's only going to happen, doesn't it? Look,
it happens.
Bader's got Argentina and Belgium. Well, at least he knows which ones to play now, doesn't he? So that's all right. So the all Bader showdown between Argentina and Belgium. Johnny Brayson's England will play against Joey Deacon's Sweden. We have Harry Hornet's France hosting Gabriel's United States. That could be quite an interesting one, I think. And finally, we have Peter Garrett Spain against Rich's Scotland. Again, I think that could be quite an interesting game. So, let's
So the users you can just have they started? They've started already.
They have. They started. Yeah. So, where should we go first? Now, I said we hadn't seen much of Joey Deacon's Sweden, so he's not there at the moment. He was there earlier, so that's a shame. So Johnny has got his nose in front here through his right back, Brad Bates. So we're going to be flicking through games here because I want to try and catch everybody. So England got their noses in front in this one with their first shot. So Sweden got it all to do there. Oh, I'll just reorder that. Where else are we going to go? Spain versus Scotland, I think. We'll have a little look. That hasn't started yet. Germany versus Greece. Darko versus Slim. Right, this one is underway. Darko has gone offline again by the look of it. So maybe Slim will be able to take advantage of that. He's keeping it pretty tight. This is the kind of game, if you can take Germany to penalties, I think someone offers you that before the game, you'd take it. So maybe that's his thinking here. He's set up defensive. He's letting Germany have the most of the play. And at the moment, even though Germany are having chances, they've only had one on target. Half an hour into the game, be interesting to see if this tactic works. I don't think it's the worst thing you could do. Because that's got to be one of the hardest tasks, isn't it?
Of course, and it's you're hoping for a good draw, and it's the one team you want to avoid is the title holders. And
the only good thing Slim's got going for him is that Darko isn't there, so
is offline.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe, he won't be there particularly if he got a couple of injuries, a couple of green injuries, couldn't make it changes or anything like that. It might help, but it's certainly all Germany so far. We'll take this one to half time. You can see Slim's actually playing around with this. I can see he's making changes here.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get a recipe.
Yeah, you want to get at least a shot, huh?
Yeah. I'd take penalties though. I know that much. Oh, it's 1-1 in that one. Let's go to Netherlands, Turkey. Okay. Let's have a look.
Ooh, okay.
Steph versus Simon Brennan. So let's see how these guys are going. Right, Steph's a favourite with this, but we've seen Simon Brennan produce shocks before, so let's see how it goes. These guys are always good fun on the Twitch streams, so let's catch this one for a little while. So although Netherlands are...
it looks like they're dominating them.
Yeah, they're on top, but it's not like Turkey aren't creating anything. I've just seen a couple of chances defended by Netherlands there, so I don't think this one's quite over yet. Steph had definitely won a second goal.
Yeah, and who is it? Rico. Yeah, Rico is doing well. It's an interesting match. 2-1 versus Switzerland.
Gentle Maniac's in to watch as well. So I think Gentle Maniac usually gets involved as well. So I think he just missed out with Mexico this month. So that's a shame. But hopefully he'll be back in next month. Right, we'll come back to this one because it's just at half time at the moment. And who did you say? Italy looking good?
Yeah, Italy 2-1 and.
Yeah, still early days here, and Rico fancies chances. Definitely the better side, but they were 2-0 up. They were 2-0 up, and Switzerland have got their way back into this one. So we'll come back and have a look at this one in a little while. England have got their noses back in front. We'll very quickly go and see that one. See, right, it's just after half time, so still going pretty well for England. Yeah, 2-1. So they've just gone in front actually. So well done, Johnny. Let's just have a quick look at Bader versus Bader, shall we?
Yeah.
They're cancelling each other out. He's even wishing himself good luck. I'm liking this.
No, I mean he's doing well. He's doing the right thing here. He's just letting the AIs play, and best team
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's completely up to him. He may have a preference for who he wants to win, so he could concentrate on that.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
if anything, Belgium may be slightly on top. So well done, Bader. We'll see. We'll see you. We'll definitely see you in the next round. Put it that way. So we'll see that one.
Yeah.
But we'll also go and have a look at Spain, Scotland. Oh, I just noticed Turkey had equalised against Netherlands there. We'll come back and have a look at that. Right. So we're at half time here, Spain and Scotland. So this is interesting, and Rich is messing around a little bit. So this is Peter Garrett and Rich. Now Rich is set to stall out fairly defensively there, I think, by the looks of things.
Greece are finally getting some shots in, but it's still 0-0, and looks like it's going to go to extra time.
Right, interesting.
So maybe, as you said, they will go to the penalties. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe it will. Oh, Scotland just got their noses in front. This could be the shock of the round.
Okay.
This could be the shock of the round.
Well, they're both online. That's good.
Yeah, both guys there chatting away. Peter Garrett has gone a long way in this before. Let's see. Scotland definitely coming back into this. Rich made some changes at half time, and he's got his team defensive now. He's got his nose in front. He's gone defensive. Can he hold on to it? Because I'm guessing Spain are going to be coming back at him here. Oh, another great chance for Scotland. Surely not. 2-0. Wow, Peter Garrett's got it all to do.
Yeah.
This could be the first shock of the knockouts. There's always one. Right,
And
we'll come back to that because Peter is obviously tacticking there. France, United States, haven't checked that one out yet, so we'll just have a quick look, see what's going on here. That one's quite early on, so we'll leave that and come back to it. But yeah, it looks like Harry and
looks like Argentina is going to go through for Bader's teams because they're winning 2-0.
Right. So this one is
4-1 for Turkey. Wow.
No way. Surely not. What has happened here? We've got to have a look at this. Wow.
Crazy.
Oh, I have to admit, right, Steph is going to get the hard done by tag here because that is unlucky.
He's going to go all attack now.
Been the better team.
Gone. Yeah.
Steph has won it before, but it doesn't look like he's going to be winning it today. I'm sure he'll bounce back. But I tell you what, Simon Brennan
won it twice. Yeah.
Simon Brennan has got the Midas touch. So I think he'd be the first to admit they've got away with one here. But I mean, it's not a complete domination, you know.
Ooh, and Greece scored. So 1-0 for Greece.
Right, we'll go and check that one out next. I think we've just got to see see what happens here. Steph's trying everything. I can see him changing tactics, but it just looks like it's one of those days. It's just not going to happen for him.
6 minutes. I don't know. But we've seen everything.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, 6 minutes for 3 goals. It is Netherlands, but I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not looking good.
Right, we're going to see a bit more of Simon Brennan in this tournament then. But
ooh, and Germany's online. Darko just came back in.
Right.
And there's only 5 minutes left.
Okay. So very, very well done. Sporting from Steph there, even though he's going out. Wishing Simon good luck. So we'll see how Simon gets on in the quarterfinals. Right, so Slim has, I mean, again, Germany are unlucky here as well, but this is a good performance from Slim. Would it have been different if Darko was there earlier? Maybe. He is trying something, he's tacticking.
He took a timeout. Yeah. Look, he's got an obvious sub to make, the injured midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, he can make 3 subs all at once and
maybe he can get back into this. Yeah, it could happen. Yeah. But I don't know if he's... we'll go back because obviously there's just pausing. If you let me know if that's coming back online.
Yeah.
Italy were 3-2 against Switzerland. France 2-2 against the United States.
Ooh, okay.
Now, is that the equaliser? I think that was the equaliser.
That was the replay. Yeah, that was the replay.
So actually, some of these teams that have qualified in second, the users are making a damn good go at this, and this is a really even game. There's nothing in this one. So I think United States are one of the teams group winners probably wanted to avoid, because we know Gabriel is, he's the number 1 ranked user in the game, in fact, so he's always going to be pretty good. So Harry Hornet is, he seems to have France going pretty well, though. Muyumba again. Okay, we're going to come back to this one again. I think there's a little bit of tacticking going on. Brazil 1, Russia 1 going on there. Is this one still paused, or is we...
It just started now. All
right, let's see. Has Darko managed to do something to turn it around? He's only made 1 of the subs. He hasn't made all 3. This will be a hell of a scout for Slim if he can hold on to this. It really will.
Ooh.
Oh, almost. It's not over yet. Now,
Come on, Greece. You can do this.
Oh, it's one. Whoa! That's cruel. It's cruel.
I can't believe my luck.
Unbelievable.
Really, the very last minute. Well, there you go. You've got your penalties.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Surely Slim takes that before the game, but that's the cruelest of circumstances, isn't it?
Yeah.
On to be fair to Germany, they were the better side over the 90 minutes.
Of course, they're the favourite. Yeah.
Slim done a great job with Greece. He really had them set up well. They're playing defensive to try and see out the game, and in the last minute of injury time, cruelly done. If you tell me when the penalties kick off, I'll come back, because I don't. There's other games going on, so I don't want to do it. I don't know if either of these guys are online, but we'll just have a very quick look. So it's another shock. We might get a shock winner here. Brazil are down to 10 men. That's the problem here.
Yeah.
They're down to 10 men. So Russia looking good there.
And it looks like quarterfinals have started elsewhere, but the penalty shootout is going on, and it's 1-1.
Okay, we better have a look at that, haven't we? Okay, let's see. Oh, it's unfortunately it's showing the previous, but we get to see all the penalties, right? So let's see.
It's 2-1
because it's catching up, isn't it? So it's just catching up because we're a bit behind. Let's see. Good penalty so far. 3-2. Oh, Germany missed one.
Oh, maybe this.
Greece have missed one. It's all to play for again.
Yes.
This is tense. This is tense. What's it going to be? Germany got scored to stay in the game. Oh, this is a good penalty shootout. We're going to be on to the keepers soon.
6-5. Come on.
It's still going. It's still going. Let's see. Are we near the keepers yet? Not quite. They're still scoring them. This is a great penalty shootout.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, there it is. Greece are going to go through.
Oh,
wow.
Well done. That's crazy.
Good sportsmanship from Darko there as well. He's saying unlucky with the last minute goal, but Greece do still go through despite that last second equaliser. So well done to Slim. That is a cracking result. We are into the quarterfinals here. England have got their nose in front against Turkey. So this is a quarterfinal tie. We have Johnny Brayson versus Simon Brennan. Johnny, you're not going to be safe against Turkey. They were 1-0 down against Netherlands last round and won 4-1. So
just to say the pairs, it's
yes. Let's have the quarterfinal lineup.
Argentina will play Greece. The US will play the winner from Brazil-Russia, which looks like it's going to be Russia. And then we've got, obviously, England-Turkey and Scotland-Italy.
Right, excellent. Right, this one is 2-0 to England. Let's have a look at Scotland and Italy, because I saw that one had kicked off as well. So we've got two experienced users here. Rich and Rico. So this could be an interesting one. Now, Rich again is going fairly defensive to try and sort of even out the fact that Italy are going to be very, very strong. So it's quite early on in this game, so we'll probably go back to England in a minute, but just to try and catch a little bit. This is a quarter-final match, isn't it, Con? So we're going very deep in the tournament here. Surely Scotland have never been this far in a tournament.
You might want to go see England, Turkey.
Okay, right. We're still 0-0 with Scotland and Italy, but let's have a look.
And these two teams know each other very well because they played against each other in the group stage.
Yeah, we were just watching this one. Turkey a bit unlucky to be behind here. They might have been fortunate against Netherlands, but it looks like it's England's turn to be a little bit fortunate so far. Okay, so still
it's looking very good, huh?
He is looking. We'll take this one half time, then we'll have a little scout about. The third goal would surely end it, you would think. But I think Turkey are well in this game. Tactics look decent. He's just not quite. It's not quite going their way so far. Oh, that very, very nearly 3-0. That was. Right, we're going into half time with Simon Brennan with it all to do this time.
And we've got Argentina, Greece as well.
Oh wow! Look at the scoreline.
And it looks like Greece is winning, huh?
Yes. Right.
Wow.
Bader has got some work to do here. Slim is having a terrific tournament. With Slim is often online for these tournaments and often puts a decent showing. I'm not sure he's been this deep yet actually into the tournament. So let's see if he keeps it going. This is a quarter-final match. This is replacing the semi-final. And with Greece, that would be a very, very impressive effort. Very much limiting Argentina's chances so far as well.
And then yet another goal for my guy. Wow, he's having an amazing World Cup. Let me not jinx it.
Is he going to get the golden boot?
Imagine.
Okay, we'll stay with this one just for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go back to check out the Scotland game, I think, because that was very, very tight. Okay. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? Oh, looks like Rico might have got his nose in front here. So I'm guessing that Rich will change that up a little bit.
Oh, they just scored now, huh?
Sounds like there's some kind of controversy going on with the cards. Rich is asking for red card in the chat here.
Yeah.
Let's be interested to see what Rich does here, because I can't imagine he'll stay like this with Italy now he's behind. It's obviously worked for him in previous games.
Yeah, surely he's not going to stay with 5 defenders.
Similar to Kev in the knockouts. It's not the way to create chances, I'd guess. Here, I mean, he's got a terrific forward there, Barmer, but you got to think he's going to. Yeah, I thought he was probably going to change it up. So let's see. Problem is against Italy, and that can happen. 2-0. Okay. So Rico is looking very, very good. Scotland's run might be coming to an end here.
Italy is beating 2-0. England is beating Turkey 2-0, and Greece is still 1-up.
England must be coming towards the end, so let's have another look at this one, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, still 2-0. Yeah, so this is coming towards the end, so let's have a look at this one. Right, pretty even game overall now. England.
Yeah, he's put in Grayson, and
okay, he's looking pretty good for England. They're going to the semi-finals again by the look of things. Johnny took him there last month. Looks like he might take him there again.
And all the users are online, huh? Argentina, Greece, Turkey, England, Scotland, Italy, and
I think it's just Russia offline at the moment.
Only Russia is not online. Yeah.
So that's quite promising, and that's going into the quarterfinal, isn't it, Russia? So I don't know if that's started yet.
Just started now with the kickoff.
So we'll have a look at that in a moment.
Just trying to see. Ah, wow. And Russia just, first minute and it's a goal already.
Oh, wow.
Good thing for the States is that Russia is offline and they've got 90 minutes to make a comeback.
Okay, so, right. We'll come away from this one for a moment because Simon is having a look at and doing a bit of tacticking. Where we're right,
Ooh,
Bader has equalised.
It's 1-1. Nah.
Now, should we check that one very quickly? I can't remember how far into the game this one was. Right, so yes. Can you quickly check how far are the Italy games in? Just check, see how that one's going.
Yeah.
So we got, so Bader's equalised and looks like they're now pretty much on top.
Ooh, Italy just finished now, 3-1.
Right, so Rico's going through. Unlucky Rich, terrific run this month with Scotland. I think it's the first time he's taken Scotland, so I might be wrong, but I think Rich is Scottish, so he's finally taken his home nation, and he's done a pretty good job with it. Comes to the quarterfinals, that's a good effort. But Rico is the first man into the semis. We also have Bader or Slim.
And it looks like Johnny might make it as well. Let's see here. Argentina, Greece. Whoever scores might go through.
Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty tense here. Slim's doing a great job with Greece to keep him in this, but surely Bader the last few not got a lot on target actually. I think Greece have been set up fairly defensively to stop them creating too much. So nicely done. Bader's just trying to break them down, but it's just dangerous to go too attacking, isn't it?
He just made a few subs as well just now, Greece.
Yeah. I think Bader's probably he's just there's a few cards dotted around here as well.
Maybe Greece will beat everyone in the penalties.
Maybe that's their plan. Give penalty shootout their whole way. Are we talking? What was it? Year 2002 all over again? Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah.
2004. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so England looks like they're going to beat Turkey because it's the 90th minute and it's 2-0. And
it looks like this one might be going to extra time. I don't want to mock it, so I'll just wait a second.
Yeah, extra time.
Okay, so we'll come back to that in a second.
There's 3 minutes left in the English match.
Yeah, we'll see if we can catch the dying embers of this one, if we can. Right, it looks like Johnny has done the job, and a really even game actually. Great effort with Turkey this month, Simon. Obviously, the Netherlands were a little hard done by in the last game, but this looks a really even game, and England's finishing's obviously done the job. Oh, hello!
Ooh!
Hello! It's right at the end. Right at the end. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Good effort, Simon.
Very
we'll see Johnny
balanced.
in the semi-final. We'll go to the extra time in a moment, but let's just check out if Gabriel can get. This is a Cold War game, United States versus Russia.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Early goal from Russia, so Gabriel's clearly just trying hard to try and do something to get back into this one. Be interesting to see what he comes up with. We're obviously going to go and see the Greece game again in a moment, but I just want to see a bit of Gabriel here. We want the online users through, so I'd quite like to see Gabriel turn this one round. Unfortunately, Sid Barrett isn't online with Russia this time. Set them up quite nicely, obviously, to get this far into the tournament. And they were there. I mean, maybe it's Russia's tournament. Looking at how they got through the group, because what was it? Kev was going through there, wasn't he? Until Hungary lost. Until Hungary did him a massive favour.
I think we might have another penalty shootout.
Well, let's head over there. Let's head over there, shall we?
Yeah, it's still 0-0 and Scotland.
And then we'll catch the end of Gabriel's afterwards. So, certainly Argentina deserve to be winning the game now, but who knows? It's the big man. The big man again. Oh, surely Slim can't take Greece into the semi-finals. There's always one, though, isn't there? There is always one team that goes a long way.
Well, look, Greece is playing defensive from the beginning, so it's no wonder they only have 8 shots because they're playing defensive. So
Yeah, I think it's good tactics.
that's just the tactics. Yeah.
So can Greece penalty shootout their way through again? Let's see. Con's loving this. I noticed Bader took his injured player off right at the end there, fresh for penalties. Probably good thinking.
Yep.
I think that was probably a sensible decision. We'll see if be interesting to see if he scores his penalty.
I'll keep my eyes on the other match as well.
Yeah, please. Keep an eye on Gabriel. See
it's
if he's
1-1. Gabriel just scored.
Oh, well done, Gabriel. We'll come and watch you in a minute.
And he's got 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
So it should be. Maybe there's time. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully
there should be time. There should be time.
Should be.
Maybe
It depends on how long the penalty
shoots.
Yeah. Do we? Bader's just shorting out the penalties. So, how about you keep an eye on the penalties, Con, and I'll just tell me as soon as they start, and I'll come back. I'll come back to it. Let's just check Gabriel while we're waiting. So he's turned the match round, and I think we're just going to see the goal here, are we? Yep. So Gabriel's gone very attacking to get back into the game. Is he going to stay like that, or is he going to change it back again?
The penalties just started now.
Okay, right, we'll come back to you, Gabriel. Right, it's probably just going to run through those last couple of chances again as it catches up. So we'll get speeded up.
1-1 in my screen, and it's 1-1 in your screen, so fine. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just catch up with these penalties. Right, so here we go. Sand scores. Vanos scores. Yeah, so I think we're... Oh, Paz has missed.
Oh, okay.
Surely Greece aren't going to...
This is going to be crazy if this happens.
Argentina got scored to stay in it.
It's one last shot, right?
Here's the chance. Can Greece win it? They got a chance here. Unbelievable.
All right, okay.
Very unlucky, Bader. You deserve to win that game, but terrific tactics. Yeah, terrific tactics from Slim to keep himself in that. Very, very well done.
Slim knows what he's doing. It's tactics. He's playing defensive and he's going for the penalties.
Yeah,
that's his tactic.
I'm liking it. I think it's really good. Let's see. Let's see. So I think Zap's saying that Sid's working nights, so that's why he's had to miss this one, unfortunately. So that is a shame. His team's doing him proud, though. Let's see. Is Gabriel going to turn this one round? It's actually a really even game. This is the last. This is the last of the quarterfinals, by the way.
It's risky here because it's 1-1. He doesn't want to concede, so.
Yeah, it's. He wants to try and win it. He doesn't want the lottery of penalties. It looks like he's going to go extra time here.
He was playing attacking until he scored the goal. So now, obviously,
he's moved it back a little, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's probably also thinking, because he's only got one sub left. He doesn't want to make the change too early.
It could come down to just the condition.
Oh, I thought Russia were going to nick it. I thought Russia were going to nick that in injury time. They're going to extra time. Let's have a very quick look and see what the draw is. So England are in the semi-final. They are awaiting the winner of this one, which means that the other semi-final must have started.
Greece is playing
Italy, Greece early on. Slim has gone straight from that game straight into the early game, and it's a first-minute sucker punch from D'Amico. Let's put my head. We'll go back to the other game because this is one is early on, but I just wanted to check up on this. Good luck, Rico. Good luck, Slim. We'll be back to see you in a few minutes. Going to see if Gabriel can get through his Cold War game. All right. Oh, Russia have got 2-1 up.
Oh my God!
So they've
now obviously he's going to go attacking. He has nothing to lose.
Yeah, and that was the goal we just seen there. So Russia 2, United States 1. Gabriel is going to make some changes again, I'm sure, to try and get back into this. He's made his 3 subs, as you would have by now. Oh, he's got it straight back in there, 2-2.
Good, nice one.
Unfortunately,
nice one because I'm with the online user. That's what.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'd rather see the online user win, but it's just because we can interact with them, obviously. But 2-2, and unfortunately for Gabriel, he's made his subs and he's picked up a green injury, so that's not ideal. But they've still got a condition advantage over Russia because Russia haven't been able to make a couple of their subs. I think they got an injury, so had to make a sub.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If you think about it, his right fullback has the same condition as his
you're
injured.
right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Gabriel was saying in chat, it's terrifying. It does get to that stage when you've got these teams.
It's very balanced. If you look at the shots, it's very balanced.
Yeah.
And Russia has quite an attacking formation. I mean, they've got the 2 strikers. They've got the wingers there.
Yeah, this is going all the way at the moment. 2-2, and to be fair, it's a fair result from how the game's gone. And I think there's probably not a lot to choose between these teams. It's just a really even game.
Look, if the penalty shootout is heads or tails, right? Then how about you play the last 5 minutes here heads or tails? Just go all attacking, whatever happens. You know? Is that heads or tails though, or is that over risky and makes it like a 25% chance for you? I don't know. It's difficult to know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh no, another knock for Gabriel. That's not going to help. That is definitely not going to help. He's got a couple of players down in the low 60s now, but Russia have also, as it happens. So I suppose it's fairly even still. That was a chance. And what's the Italy score at the moment, Con?
It's bad news for Greece. It's 2-0 for Italy.
2-0, so Slim's brilliant run might be coming to an end. And Rico could be going into the World Cup final again.
Italy was the one I chose as my favourite to win it.
I'm sure you've chosen about 7. Bader's your countryman knocked Bader. You knocked your other shout out, Argentina. Bader on penalties, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, last minute chance. Oh, he's headed it wide. Surely we're not going to see a last minute goal.
You know what? Maybe it is good that he's going to go to the penalty shootout because he can choose the penalty takers. Whilst Russia might have some random defenders in there.
Yeah, it might do. I definitely think there's definitely a slight advantage to be in there, but you know what penalties are like. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Right, good luck, Gabriel. A very even game. 2-0 is probably a fair reflection. Surely he's not going to take the United States into the semi-finals. How far in is Rico's game?
It's half time.
Okay, great. So we'll catch that after this penalty shootout, hopefully. And then we'll be seeing an England versus, either United States or Russia.
And there's a lot of injuries, so it looks like it's going to have a lot of injury time as well. Ooh, and it's 3-0 for Italy.
3-0. It's looking like...
it's not looking good.
Yeah. Let's see. So Gabriel's just sorting his penalty takers out. Hopefully this will get going in a moment. I know. I can see by the initial order that one of the players was very injured. So I reckon he's very injured. So he's probably moved him. Yeah, he has moved him. I can see. Yes. So let's see.
4-0 to Italy.
Oh, so Italy are going through that one. Hell of an effort from Slim. But let's see. Can Gabriel get through, or is Russia going to march into the semi-finals? It's a good penalty shootout so far.
Yep, it's looking good.
I don't think we've ever had so many penalties in this.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we've had like 1 or something like that, but it's just so many tight games in this tournament. I'm sure we had like 1 in the last tournament, maybe not even that. Oh, it's going all the way.
My God, this must be very stressful. Very stressful for Gabriel.
Yeah, I think Gabriel was stressed in normal times, so dread to think what he's like now. Oh, he's got it!
Oh, okay, wow.
United States into the semi-final. Gabriel's pretty happy with that. We're going to rush straight over to see the death throes of the Greek side here.
Yeah, I mean, okay. To be honest, a very good run for Greece. They reached this far. It's probably the best run so far ever.
Oh,
so
I don't think. Yeah,
Slim.
Greece, I'm sure, haven't been this far before. This is a terrific. They've definitely not been in the semi-finals. So Slim's got to be pretty proud of his efforts tonight.
And it looks like Rico is sending a strong message to Gabriel.
Or to Johnny. Don't know who's going to come through that one yet.
To Johnny, yeah. I was just referring to the leaderboard. That's why.
Sorry. Yes, true.
Yeah.
So Gabriel's actually, he'll be pretty happy with United States. The points he's picking up from United States, even if they don't make it. Actually, he'd be pretty happy with that, I think. And Steph was obviously very unlucky in the last 16 against Greece, actually, wasn't it? No, it was against Turkey.
Yeah.
Against Turkey. So that has limited his points this month. I'm liking the fact Slim's still going for it. Stick 3 up front, see if he can get a goal back. Like it.
If it was 3-0. Yeah, okay, no.
I think
even at 3-0 it's difficult.
To be fair, Rico's just making doubly sure. Look, he's got a defensive formation as well. He's not giving Slim a sniff.
Look, the thing is with Greece, they've got a good defense, but if even their defense is not working, then
I think being a goal down to Italy in the first minute, I mean, it's disaster, isn't it? When you're Greece, you don't want to be chasing the game.
Yeah.
So great run from Slim, but it's going to come to an end here. Let's get some serious points onto the leaderboard there with this showing. So maybe we'll be seeing him on the leadboard when it updates at the end of the end of the month.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or does it update tomorrow? I'm not sure. Maybe Nick can confirm that for us later.
At midnight. It's when it goes midnight. So in like an hour.
Yeah. But scoreline's probably a little harsh, but definitely the right team has won this game, I think it's fair to say. Lots of injury time just to keep Greece suffering a little bit longer. Oh, they don't deserve that. It's 5-0, that's harsh. Okay. Hell of a run, but you don't end up losing 5-0, do you? But afraid that's what happened. So we'll go and have a look and see if the other semi-final is...
Oh, come on.
No need for that kind of behaviour, Italy. I think mean is the word. It's just mean. Right. I'm liking Slim's optimism though by still going for it at 5-0 down. Yes. Like it. So Rico's into the World Cup final. Let's have a look how the other semi-final is going to go. So we're 30 minutes in. We've got Brayson. We've got Gabriel. Now, Gabriel knows that he's probably not the favourite in this game because England are a stronger side. So he's set his side up pretty defensively. And Sean, didn't Sean get injured in the last game, Con? I'm sure Sean was one of the guys who got injured. He's constantly injured, that guy. So he's obviously quite important to the team, though, because Gabriel's kept him on so far. Yeah, so let's have a look at him. He must be. So. Yeah, he's pretty tidy, isn't he? But
he's good.
Yeah, you get the impression he might have to sub him in the end if his condition gets really low. Oh, he's done it already, yes. So I'm not surprised about that.
Yes, he did get injured in the last game. You're right.
I thought he did. Maybe he gets injured every game. Who knows? So let's see if Johnny can break. Oh, hello. Okay, what is going on here? United States 1, England 0. Johnny lost in the semi-final last year. Will it happen again? Gabriel has already set up his team to try and close this game down, so he's probably not going to change a huge amount here. You've got to think England are still going to get chances, but Let's see if Johnny can do something to break him up. Johnny's picked up an injury himself now, I see, actually. Ollie Appleton's picked up a knock. He hasn't changed him yet.
It's the other match. It's Italy versus who?
It'll be the final. No, Italy are through. Italy are waiting the winners.
Okay.
We're right at the end of this tournament this time. So it's going to be an Italy versus either England or United States final. 1-1. Gabriel tried to make it all really defensive, but it's always going to be difficult to keep him out for 90 minutes. It's actually a really tight game, this one. Not many chances. So I think that's exactly how Gabriel set up the game to be. It's probably exactly what he was hoping for. Johnny has made a triple substitution. So he's going to have a bit of condition here. Okay. This is nearly paid instant dividends.
Yeah.
So Gabriel's got one change left to make.
Yeah, 5 defenders. It's
yeah. Well, he's probably going to be. If you offer Gabriel penalties, he'd probably take it. I would think, because you're looking at you're not likely to find it easy against England. Johnny looks like he's got got his tactics working at the moment. He's got. Oh, he has 2-1. Right now, expect Gabriel to pause and then go and chase this game. Now, I expect. So good play from Johnny there, I think. Triple substitution, and he's turned this game round. It's always going to be a tough ask for Gabriel to get United States to the final. They're still in it. Just create a chance there. So he's gone a similar attacking formation he went in for the last game. So obviously this means England can hit you on the counter, though. Let's see what happens. I notice Johnny sensibly took the injured player off as well. So both users keeping an eye on that kind of thing.
They've all made their subs, huh?
Yeah, and so all done. Yeah. Obviously, Johnny went. The chance Gabriel has got is that Johnny had to go attacking when he was making his changes. So he probably can't really close the game down as easily here because he's already made all his subs. So
true. Yeah.
So that means that Gabriel probably still has a chance if it turns into a sort of end versus end game, I'd guess. But yeah, it's.
He still has that last card to play to go attacking because you can see his sliders there. It's direct, fluid, and aggressive. So he still has that going. He's pausing. He's thinking. And maybe if I was England, maybe I'd go defensive.
Yeah, be interesting to see what happens. I mean, Gabriel's got really attacking now. Look at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's understandable. He wants to score.
Yeah, and maybe it'll pay off. He obviously had players on the pitch that he could move around, judging by the formation. So that's always good if you've got a bit of flexibility there. So all Gabriel's hoping to do is to turn it into a basketball match where you attack, we attack, and then you never know. Maybe you're the one who scores. And that's the way to do it.
There hasn't been a lot of shots in this game. I mean, 11-7. Yeah, okay. So. So he's hoping that even, he's probably got one more shot left. He's going to make the best out of it. But it's looking good for England.
And a good save from the other end. See, this is turned into a basketball game. They're both attacking each other. There weren't many chances earlier on in this game, but
yeah.
That's what happens when you change the tactics up a little bit. You can just see the effect it's having on the game. Getting tense. Surely it's too late. This could be Brayson's first World Cup final and England's third appearance in the final, but they have yet to win it. Is Brayson the man to bring home the country, the trophy? We shall see. Oh, late chance for the States. Oh, saved by the keeper. And I think it's game over. Johnny's moaning about the injury time.
Wait a second.
It's 2-2.
No! Wait a second.
Can you believe it? The last kick of the
Wait
game.
a second.
The last kick of the game. I can imagine
crazy.
Gabriel is fist pumping there. He's
Wait.
pretty happy with that. Last
You know what?
second. Last
Click
second
on
of the
the
game.
icon. Click on the ball icon so we can see that again, the replay. If you
You
click
want
on the
it
little
again?
football,
Yeah, sure. All right, let's see. Sorensen.
yeah.
Because England,
Because it started
England attacked,
off
went straight up
with
the
England's
other.
ball,
Yeah.
then it changed to Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That was crazy.
That was a crazy last couple of minutes, wasn't it? Look at that. And then Sorensen hits one from distance as well.
Yeah.
Right, Johnny, you're going to have to go again. Right, so Johnny was moaning about the 6 minutes injury time there. I'm not surprised. He's not happy with the ref. Not happy at all.
Never say never in 19.
Yeah, never give up. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Oh, that's not going to help Gabriel. Well, there's
and
one
now
of the
he's got
centre
the
halves got
momentum,
injured.
right? Now he's got the momentum on his side. But he's got that injury. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to like that very much. You really don't need that in injury time when you're already quite low. Luckily, I suppose, it was one of his subs, so he's only gone down to 75. If it was one of the starters, he'd probably be down like 50. So it could be worse. Okay, they're both getting aggressive in extra time as well. Look, this is where the cards are coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
Rico's watching this with interest as he's waiting to see who he's going to be facing in the World Cup final. Surely we can't be getting another penalty shootout.
He missed. It's
Both teams going for this. Actually, it's definitely a lot more open than it was in the early part of the game.
whatever's happening. They've provided us a very nice match.
Yeah, there's always one moment. There's always one moment in the World Cup night where someone gets the equaliser with the last kick of the game, isn't there?
Yeah,
It
exactly.
always happens. So it'd just be interesting to see if this proves vital or not. Because Gabriel's States team has already won a penalty shootout here, so maybe they'll fancy it. I mean, England never win penalty shootouts. Let's be honest here. So we shall see.
So, just for the users watching, Gabriel has won it 3 times so far, and he's going for his 4th title this season. And he's also the title holder. He won it last season with Germany.
But the States were in the final pretty recently as well, weren't they?
Yeah. No, the States are big as well. They went to the final in November. They lost to the Netherlands.
Yeah. And
yeah, I'm looking at the comments.
Yeah, lots of people in watching this one.
I mean, people like to be with the underdog, and the States are the underdog here.
They are.
Oops, it's mine.
Someone's calling for you for comments. Simon Wren's still got a soft spot for the States. I can see that. Johnny's changed something around there. I saw something going on. I don't know what he did there, but he's definitely trying something.
Did I miss anything? No.
No. We're heading towards penalties, but late chance for the States. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh my goodness! Surely Gabriel's not going to get through here. I mean, this is an excellent game. There's not a lot in it. It has to be said. England have edged it overall, but let's see.
I think let's see. Let's wait until the end.
Yeah, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Has Johnny got something in the bag? It's actually all the States in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, it looks like the States are going to get it. The thing is, when that goal was scored in the 90th minute, something had happened. Gabriel had gone all attacking, and from then on, it's only the States. Yeah.
Gabriel has got through thanks to 2 late goals. Great effort, Johnny. I think you've been a little bit unlucky there. Hopefully you can yeah, hopefully you do better. It's the second semi-final in a row with England. Really unlucky, but going deep in every tournament always gives you a chance. Superb effort from Gabriel. Hung in there and just about snuck through. Is his name on the trophy? We'll find out pretty shortly. Italy versus United States final.
If it's any consolation, Johnny, Gabriel is the leading user. He is the best one so far in the leaderboard. So at least you lost to someone who is the mastermind. Let's see if he can beat who is it? Italy.
Yeah.
Then wow.
Rico versus Gabriel, two of the game's big guns in the clubs.
And if you check the leaderboard, you'll see it's Gabriel versus second place versus third place.
Gabriel yes, it is, isn't it? So if Rico can win this, he'll close the gap. I'm pretty sure Gabriel's going to go top either way here. Will certainly be very, very close. He'll definitely be closing the gap on Steph there. Surely he's not going to get his fourth crown. So probably be his greatest achievement, because winning it with the United States is definitely no easy task.
And Steve, what did I say? I said Italy is going to win it or Gabriel.
Is it right? Look, can we go through the list of people you said aren't going to win it, and then we might be a bit shorter.
Okay. I also added Argentina. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Whatever you say. So, yeah, I think we were saying earlier that United States was a team you probably wanted to avoid in the knockouts, because that first knockout stage, because Gabriel obviously will try and maximise what they've got. But let's see. Italy definitely favourites. Got a strong user in charge of them here. Oh, and another first-minute goal from Italy.
And there we go.
Con, have a check on their previous game. Was it D'Amico who got the first-minute goal last time as well?
D'Amico has scored a lot of goals tonight. I don't know if it was first, but let me check. But D'Amico he is a great player, by the way. If you check him out, he's one of the best in the game world.
Let's have go on very quickly. He is. Yeah,
he's really good.
Wow, I didn't realise he was that good. He's amazing.
Fantastic.
It's one of the best players I've seen, I think. Right, that's a hell of a start for Rico, though. He must be delighted with that. Now, remember, Gabriel was a 3-time winner of this. Rico, though he might be favourites with Italy here, he hasn't won the title yet, so he'll be desperate to get hold of it this time.
It's the third time. It's his third final. This one, Rico.
Yeah, so he's due one. He is due one, but we've seen that Gabriel's got himself out of jail before. So let's see. Gabriel's saying Italy's too strong. Is he trying to lull Rico into a false sense of security here? Who knows?
What's the saying? Third time's a charm.
Yeah, exactly. But we shall see. We shall see. I mean, Rico's not going to go super defensive this early, you wouldn't think, because it's just too early in the game. But it'd be interesting to see. Gabriel's obviously gone a bit more attacking already. Good to see lots of people in watching the final. 2-0! 2-0. It's that man again. D'Amico is just absolute beast, isn't he? And Rico's got him firing. Now, Gabriel needs to somehow scrape his way back into this one. Hell of an effort to get to the United States to the final, but surely he can't come back from 2-0 down against Italy. Surely. Oh, unless D'Amico gets himself sent off. You never know.
The thing is that Rico he's a really experienced, he's really good, he's one of the best users, and he's got a really, really good team. So, and the user is great, and the team is great. It's really tough for the States.
Yeah,
for Gabriel.
That's right, absolutely. It's good to see some of the guys who've been involved, and some of the other big guns who have been involved in the previous tournaments coming to watch the final as well.
Go Estonia on them.
Is there going to be some kind of tug of war between Mr. Muscle and Rich to get their beloved Estonia? I reckon. I don't actually know if this is the case, but Rich, have you got your academy in Estonia? I bet he has. I bet he's got his academy in Estonia. Right. So this game's going towards half time, and Italy at the moment in full control of the game, not letting the United States have a look in.
I mean, Rico is also the 5th best in the clubs. Gabriel is the first.
So we got two. We've got two of the real game's most successful managers here. So they both know what they're doing, and that's why you've got to feel that Rico's got the edge, because he.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was going with
because
it.
He does have Italy, and we've seen that Gabriel, when he's got who do you have last month? Germany. He used them very nicely. Rich hasn't got his. I think Rich is saying no to my question there. He's saying he hasn't got his academy in Estonia. I'm surprised. I think he should, Rich. That's where it needs to be, clearly. Turn him into the game's dominant force gradually over time. Okay, right. Now, Rico has decided it's time to shut up shop again. And we saw what happened against... who was it in the semi-final they played? Greece, where he just made sure that there was no way back into the game for Slim. And it is tough when you've got the weaker side on paper. And
that under the fact that he knows that Gabriel is going to go all attacking. I mean, will that injury play a role?
It's definitely not having much luck so far. It's not complete one-way traffic here. United States have had 5 shots, but Rico's pretty happy if he can take this down 2-0, isn't he? He's not going to mess around too much here. He even did the sensible thing and took D'Amico off to make sure they didn't go down to 10 men, which again I think is a sensible decision when you're in control of the game.
Oh, that takes some guts to do. I mean,
take off a good player. Yeah. So there's a lot of USA supporters in the crowd here. But at the moment, it's looking like they're going to be second best again. But it's pretty remarkable. The United States twice to a final with 2 different users as well. So both found a good. Yeah,
who was it last time they took?
I think it was Simon Brennan. Hence his USA. Chance on occasions. I'm pretty sure Simon's got his academy in the United States, actually. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Rico is completely trying to close this game down. And so far, it's been successful. He's taken the other booked player off, so he's not taking any chances here. Gabriel's created a little bit, but it's tough to create a lot, isn't it? Simon is. It was Simon who got United States final, and he's got a couple of USA academies with his various clubs, so he's intending to keep United States as a dominant force. Clearly, so we'll see what they're like in 10 years, 10 months game time, I guess. Yeah.
But the thing is, oh wow, okay,
right. Gabriel is going for it. Look at that. It's quite an interesting tactic.
I like in this match that the both viewers are making tweaks, changing.
Just try. Gabriel's trying everything to get him into the game, but Rico's just making it so difficult. If you're the weaker side and the other one gets his tactics right, it does make it difficult. And it's just, I think that early goal, it's just ruined Gabriel's chances. That first minute goal. Is the absolute key in this, because it's just enabled Rico to control the game.
Of course, yeah. He's winning everywhere in performance, in condition, in possession, just about. And it looks like the better side did win.
It does look like it, and Rico's going to be pretty happy with it. I don't think there's a comeback happening, so
Rico finally wins the whole thing.
Well done. He stopped Gabriel getting his 4th title. Very, very well played, Gabriel, getting United States to the final. As with Simon a couple of months ago, that's a terrific effort. So well done to you as well, to getting United States to the final.
Yeah,
superb.
Of course.
And what can we say? Congratulations, Rico. Brilliant effort to dominate with
It was
Italy.
long overdue. It was long overdue. I said in the very first beginning, I said Rico's going to win it.
Of course you did, Con. Of course you did. Yes, I'm sure you do know this is recorded, don't you? We can listen back.
Fake
great
news.
Yeah. No, that's a good tournament, and I think a deserving winner in the end. I think Rico's managed the tournament very well, and yeah. I think that's really good. A couple of guys definitely had hard luck stories. I remember Steph earlier was very unfortunate to get knocked out, and a couple of other great performances from the likes of Slim taking Greece all the way into the semi-finals. So, it's been a good tournament, lads. Really enjoyed that. Just a reminder for you guys, Nick, as Nick said earlier, because of all the technical problems and things like that, all the tokens that you guys spent on this month will be refunded. So. Hopefully you'll pick up a team again to get involved again next month. So been good, hasn't it, Com?
Yep, it was an amazing night once again, and I can't wait for next season where we're gonna see. I'm sure I'm gonna see another Rico, Gabriel, Steph, and Johnny, and all the big guns back into it.
I'm betting Radox will be back involved again next month as well.
Radox is going to be back as well.
And plenty of good performances from some other guys this month as well. So Mr. Muscle did a great job with Estonia, and Slim done a great job with Greece. Simon Brennan back in the business end again. Johnny Brayson a little bit unlucky in the semi-final. So lots of good performances. Superb guys. I don't think Nick's got anything he wanted to say tonight. So. I think we'll just call it a night. It's getting on again. So unfortunately, because of the technical problems, we've run on a little bit long. But hopefully, everyone's enjoyed it. Good night, Com. Thank you, guys,
Night.
And we'll see you next time.